I'm gonna cock my nine and mother. I'm gonna cock my nine.
I never thought I'd feel like this. Yeah. I never thought I'd feel like this. Ooh, never thought I could be. I never thought I'd be on my shit and feel fine. I'm spending my time in love like I should. No more struggling, I'm good. Yeah. I never thought I'd feel like this.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Livestream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, I want to hop on PTR this evening. Tomorrow, by the way, I'll probably end up mentioning it more than once. Tomorrow, by the way, probably not going to stream. Just because it's like, what, the release of 10.07, plus it'll give me a chance to catch up and get some projects out of the way, all that good stuff. It's just one of those things where I'm like, man, I'm being kind of tired as of past week. I should probably take a break, dude. I haven't felt that way in such a long while. It just felt like the whole time, like, even if I'm tired, I probably should be streaming. And the only time I haven't streamed is when I literally slept in so much. I'm just like, I am so behind. There's absolutely no way I can even like, hope to catch up with everything I need to do for the day. So tomorrow, probably just gonna take a day off, just gonna wait and just chill until 10:01, play some Diablo, because I think, when does Diablo end, by the way? Because I've been kind of liking it a lot, dude. I did not expect to like Diablo 4 as much as I did. What is and I'm I am surprised by how much I liked it. What is the weekend end? Is it tonight? Is it today? Is it tomorrow? Is it like the Mythic Pluses? 7 p.m. PDT this evening or tomorrow? Because I need to know, like, when do I get to play some? It's actually been a lot of fun. I haven't got to complete a character. I haven't got to like max level or anything. I've been taking it super easy. March 20th, 12 p.m. PDT, 7 a.m. PDT. It ends March 20th? Hold on. I thought, oh, Monday. So it is Monday. Okay. So I have, wait, 3 p.m. East Coast date. So it's basically, yeah, okay. So basically tonight is the last night. Got it. I think Mythic Pluses are similar as this. So basically, I thought maybe I should take a day off today, but then I didn't know if I'd be able to do Mythic Pluses this evening or Sunday, tomorrow, today. Dude, days are just blended for me so bad. It's actually ridiculous. So I thought, we'll hop on tonight. We'll have some fun. Test the classes, try these glorious dungeons, dude. There's a lot of dude, I was playing these dungeons with, sorry I'm saying dude a lot, but I've been playing these dungeons with my guildies, and they're excited. And that's good. The way that kind of gives me a little bit of an idea, like, how does a common man feel about all this new content coming out? Guildies are hopping on, they want to hop on, they want to do these dungeons, they want to spend time in them ahead of the season, which normally they don't, unless there's like, usually they do it for raids, but they don't really do it for dungeons. Then again, dungeons are usually, I guess, not that different every single tier, are they? And this time they are, which is interesting, which is unique, which is new, and that's something we never had before. And they're excited, and that's good news, in my opinion. Boys, how y'all doing? Welcome back. Let me get the music back up and running, dude. If you could tell, I'm just kind of like, if you probably see, if you look at my face, I'm probably looking all over the place constantly. I'm getting work down the back, dude, while talking to you boys. How you boys all doing? Welcome, Chris, my man, cracking into my game. Man, just stream some Diablo, enjoy it someday. Dude, I want to do Mythic Pluses, man. I want to do some M+. I'll do some Diablo this evening. How does that sound? But not on stream. I'll just go do it in my free time. It's been a lot of fun, man. I've been enjoying it. Meta Sorcerer. Yeah, so me and Crane been kind of like making decisions together. Like, she's in Discord watching me play, and we've been just making decisions like, decided to customize the character together, chose a class together, and we just kind of like picking abilities based on like what sounds cool or whatever, and just trying stuff out. It's been kind of an experience, man. It's been a lot of fun. I'm not into ARPGs ever. Like, it's been really difficult for me to really get into them and try them. Like, I've tried before, like PoE, it's just hasn't really been my thing. But Diablo, with the narratives that it has, again, so far, like, maybe if we play a lot of games like Diablo, you're probably like, you know what? Narratively, probably not the greatest experience, but for me, it's like, it's enough of an entry, it's enough of a kernel to make me want to go to the next chapter, and the next quest, and the next quest, see what happens around the bend. So it's been enough for me to like, oh, I want to keep playing, and as I'm playing, I'm enjoying the combat, so I'm getting to explore my class. So it's like, even if the story is kind of like gets slow, combat is really fun. And whenever I'm like not sure what to figure out with my character, that's where the story sometimes picks up. So just have multiple reasons to just keep playing, keep going, and it's been so good, man. It's been so good. Yeah, some of the cutscenes, I am glad that they decided to like, it's a top-down game, but I'm glad that they have no problem bringing the camera in for some of those scenes. I also love the vistas. Like when you go to like an area with a vista, the camera will back up and it'll like look up so you can see the environment around you. I think that has been awesome in particular. It's like a little touch It's just like a little thing that they've added, but I've been enjoying it like to ridiculous amounts, man. I've been liking that a lot. Like that's a little feature that I loved a lot. Alrighty, boys. Yo, let's hop on PTR. You guys can join us on PTR, by the way, if you want to. More than welcome to. So for PTR, you don't necessarily need gear. For PTR, all you need is your character. There is a gear vendor to pick up like tier sets and trinkets, but there's scaling included in a lot of these dungeons as well. So whatever you do, you'll have scaling applied for you. All right, Jake, are we doing this tonight, man? Are we hopping on? Oh, there's a cutscene educated, but it's so daunting and intimidating. So I've seen like the church cutscene, and I just recently crossed the river to, you know, and we just fought and the guy joined us. I'm trying to keep it spoiler free in case somebody ends up playing the beta or playing the game, but yeah, that's what we did. Yeah, that's as far as I've gotten. Everything is an idea. Yeah, I'm just just flying around. Sounds good, my guy. Yo, who's going tank? Who's going healer? Who's going what? Because I do want to try healers as well. You're running on plus on 10.1? Yes, I'm planning on doing some mythic pluses on 10.1. You guys are more than welcome to join me. Anybody and everybody can join in the 10.1. Gear is also not super necessary for 10.1 either, because everything has scaling included. So even if you have a character, you know, greens, all that gear scales upwards in the dungeons. So you shouldn't need gear to really test any of this content and have some fun with us. Have music in the background? When did that happen? Also, which class do we start with, boys? We got a lot of class changes, lots of tier stuff that we could take a look at this evening. Let me see. Is there music in the background? There is. That's not what I meant to do. But I guess I get tunes. Yo, let me actually hop on and we'll turn it off for a second. But we have limited tier sets that we could take a look at this evening. We got Vengeance Demon Hunter, we got Brewmaster Monk, which I do want to try Brewmaster, I think it'd be fun. And there's also a bunch of class changes this week too on PTR, wasn't there? I just want to double check, because I know we got Big Priest Overhaul. But there's a lot of this week. Although, if you go to look at our WoW head, it's just a lot of like Diablo stuff there too, so it mixes with WoW altogether. Yeah, so Paladins got changed quite a bit. Avenger Crusader has been redesigned. Let me see if I can, is that the first patch notes ever? Shadow Priest got changes, a lot of them in fact, and a lot of PvP mostly. Let me double check with the let me double check with the actual like WoW website, because they have like a whole list of everything that's available for 10.1 that will have a Natharan development notes, and it's basically everything compiled at the very top of the list. Every single node they add afterwards, they just basically add to the compilation. Druids, that's a class that got changed by quite a bit. They got buffed up quite a lot. Feral Druids is what we gotta play too. They changed quite a bit. Evokers, Devastation Evoker got changed this week as well. Hunters got adjusted too. We could try the new talents for Hunters, boys. Monks get changed, so healing monks should be a little bit better. Paladin overall should be better in the melee playstyle. Shadow Priest got changed a lot as well, but we knew that already. We don't have the tier set, but we can play like a dot build. Enhance get changed a bit as well to make him a bit better at the physical playstyle. All right, so actually we have a ton of changes to explore. I forgot that there were so many of these, like Feral Druid and Boon get changed. I forgot that that was a thing. Hold on, let me get the music back up and running, boys. Is this a song I want to do? Let's do maybe the next one. Maybe we do the next one. Hold on, I want to get something exciting. Maybe we do the next one. I'm trying to find a good one to start with, man. Alrighty, boys. Yo, Fire Mage? Fire Mage does have the tier set, but it doesn't have anything new. I'll let you guys decide. What's up, Kitty? How doing, man? Let's actually give you guys a choice between which class that we start with. Let's actually do what Jordy says. Put Fire Mage on the table. Put Fire Mage as a viable option. So let's either do Fire Mage, Pacific of Fire to start with, or Feral Druid, or who has got changed this week? We got a tier set for not this guy. Hunter's got changed actually. Hunter, Mage, or Audible. What the hell? No. Hunter, Mage, or Druid chat. Let's go with those three. Hunter, Mage, Druid, boys. You really want to see him on Hunter? Our selfie? Yo, we could probably do that. Yo, chat, do a poll, red, Rs live. Yo, Rs live. Yo, how you doing, fam? Hope you're having a good one. We can maybe do some of that, yeah. We could probably do marksman. They did change their aim shot playstyle. We could give that a go. Like, really, if that works, if it works. Last time we didn't work. I just wanna. We could test it. We could test it. Gutter MM? What the hell? What do you mean gutter MM? Oh no, what do you mean? We got ads like Rs live chat, boys. Showing appreciation for the wonderful, beautiful donor. Thank you so much, fam. Appreciate ya. Yeah. What do we do, Hunter boys? Do we want a tank? I think, Jake, if you want to start with a tank, just in case we can. I think getting a tank. Yeah, let's. If you're offering, I say we'll try it because it may make grouping up easier. That being said, there could be a ton of tanks right now on PTR. So if you want to start with a tank just so we can have an easier time getting the groups together, we could. What tank do we want? Blood DK or Bear Droid? I say it's one of those two, man. I'd say it's one of those two. MM Hunter is a tank now. Is it really? I got a heal for my guy. Awesome. So we got a healer. As long as we get a couple like core members. Aloha. What's up, Chicago? How you doing, fam? I hope you're having a good one. Brewmaster has a tier set too. Yes, Brewmaster does have a tier. I forgot about that. I'm still saying Guardian Druid or DK though. Honestly, that's what I'm thinking. No, we don't need to be on the same server. That's one of the good things. Like for raiding, we did need to be on the same server, but for dungeons, we tested with guildies. You don't have to be on the same server. I'll just make a group in LFG. You guys sign up. Let me know who you are. I'll pop you in. LS Shaman is going to be a beast as well. Are they changing LS Shaman at all? I know that their tier looks good, but I don't think they're changing them. So that's new actually. Because I was standing in front of the entrance and this was not there. So they literally just plopped a statue where I was. Well, at least it's good that they're updating the entrance to the raid, I guess. Also, I think performance is a lot better now. Oh my god, what the hell? It's so smooth. This place used to chug. Oh my god. Okay. Wait, World Boss? Was that active last time? Do they have anything new? I saw that it was a what are they called? Jarden? I think it's a Jarden duo, right? Zakali Elders. Yeah, one and the other. Yeah. I saw them on Wowhead, but it. So the world quests are gone, but there's a quest for flies. I guess it's like story stuff. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get out of here. I can fly quick, but I'm just gonna port to Valdraken real quickly. So, Marksmanship Hunter. I do need to hit a train dummy first to see if the Marksmanship new talents work. Because if they do, I want to play the new talents. I want to see how well they do. I'll log in for the memes. Sounds good, Jake. I want to see if I can make a true shot build. A true shot build. Because there's a playstyle where... So, the wind arrows for Marksmanship Hunter, it's part of the playstyle that doesn't really get a lot of play. Wind arrows was like a really lucky proc to like every time you aim shot, you have a chance to summon these wind arrows. They did a bit of damage. They're actually pretty good. But the chance to summon them was kind of low, or it felt super low in comparison to every other talent. So it was made a pretty bad capstone. The changes to the wind arrows are now a guarantee, but the damage is a little lower, so at least you have them like proccing. And every time wind arrows get fired, there's a chance, like a 3% chance you activate True Shot. Or maybe higher than that, 8% chance. But you fire a lot of wind arrows. So I'm thinking maybe you rapid fire a bunch of wind arrows using aim shot. You buff up aim shots. So wind arrows getting benefits from aim shot too. So if I buff up aim shot, then that should make wind arrows better. And if I play into that, I might be able to make like a playstyle where I'm just like constantly getting hopefully true shot aura. So I can fire even more arrows, even more aim shots, even more wind arrows. So that's like the theory behind that build. I don't know how well it's gonna go as an overall, but that's the idea behind it. That is if it works, because last time it just wasn't working. It just was not. Dismiss. Also gotta change my UI a little. Okay, let me do this. Let me go make a dungeon key first, once the vendor spawns in. I also wish I could pick up the routes again, bow just to test it, because I know that they changed it, but I can't really test it fully. Also, Primacast is getting removed in patch 10.1. That's gonna be nice for like crafting stuff. You won't need Primacast at all. What dungeon do we want to do, by the way? Do we just want to do a freehold chat? What dungeon do we want to do? Give me an idea, boys. Sounds good. Fingers crossed it works. We'll see. We got Freehold, we got Underrot, which I don't really want to do. We had done Underrot yesterday, but like we could maybe do one Underrot. It's not bad of a dungeon, like it's really not bad. I'm thinking of doing this at a 15 item level or 15 level, which is pretty decent. They're not super overtuned. It seems to be a little overtuned at 20, a lot of these dungeons, but at 15, very doable. Ultimate's pretty fun. That's what I also want to do. I want to do the new ones. I want to do Ultimate. I want to do Halls of Infusion at some point. And I've done Brackenhide and I've done Altharis, so I'd want to do the other two that I haven't done. But I'd be down to the Freehold. Brackenhide? Brackenhide! Okay, Brackenhide is not that bad, but Brackenhide is not... Do we do Brackenhide? I wanted to Freehold. It's so fun, but we could do Oh god, Brackenhide, ew, no. Brackenhide is not that bad, but they made it a little bit easier. There's not as many casters in the first area, and the tree area, like when you go on the right hand side towards tree mouth, that got a little harder. There's some mobs that just one shot you with a cast. Like the tree man that do this breath ability, one shot. You have to interrupt it or dodge it, but it's like a long range. It's really not that bad of a dungeon. I mean, we were doing it on a 20, right? So we were not having the greatest time. First boss, or trio bosses in Brackenhide, they did seem a little overtuned just to some degree, but also doable. Last boss was actually a lot of fun. It was like big DPS on the totem. Down for Freehold. Let's get a Freehold out of the way, because Freehold is ridiculously fun. I am also going to apply Fortified on Freehold, just because the mobs can live a little bit longer. We have some fun. And I guess we could do other affixes, but like, they don't really make the dungeon any different, so we don't necessarily have to. It's how I view it. 15 and Fortified. I love me some Freehold. So let me do this. I'll list the dungeon Freehold. I'll list it as an Altharis just to make sure you guys can see it. Freehold plus 15 Fort. You guys are more than welcome to join me. So if you see the dungeon for Freehold plus 15 Fort, gonna be by Dal Hunter. Just join up and let me know who you are. Like more dots, I know who that is. If you guys let me know in the chat who you are, I'll get you guys in. Yo, Chris, my man! Hey, thank you so much, bro, for the dodo. How's it going? Going fantastic, Chris. Thank you so much, my God. Appreciate you. Can we get a hashtag, Chris, boys? Appreciate you so much, my man. What's the highest key you can do? So we can start our key at 20, but if you want to like rank it up, I don't think it really works super well if you're trying to rank it up on PTR, because a lot of these keys, we have to create them, and you can see the key is actually a little bit different than what we normally have. Our normal keys look... This is the old icon for the keys. We have a new one that where the key is like a lot more dark, like dark bluish or whatever. This is more like tan hourglass. The other's like a dark blue hourglass. So I don't think you can actually like go beyond 20, because it'll spit you out a key for the current season 1 dungeons, not the season 2 stuff. Season 2 we kind of just like creating just so we can kind of like make it a try for ourselves. Who else we got? Whisper? Yo, huge. We do already have a tank, but if that man wants to go warrior or DPS, I'll be down to grab him in. Okay, so the wind arrow is what we're trying to make play here. Is Legacy of the Wind Runners. Aim shots call us 4 extra wind arrows that shoot at the target. That did not work. So we didn't have aim shots that even made a wind arrow appear. So easy way to test it. Aim shot. Do we have wind arrows? Did we? I don't think we do. I'm not seeing wind arrows. So we can't really play the wind arrow playstyle, which is kind of unfortunate, because that's really the only thing that's different about Hunter. Okay, hold on, let me try this. I'm gonna try to untalent out of it. Talent it to someone else. And then retalent back into it. And see if maybe that fixes it. Maybe. But I'll try that real quick. Man, Window's dead? Yeah. Let me just try it. Maybe untalent and talent back in. Maybe that'll fix it. Smokey, I'm down. We just had a couple more DPS. I don't know if Grill wants to DPS maybe. Do we get wind arrows? So you would also see like an arrow spawn around you and like fire if we had a wind arrow working, but also it would be showing up here in the combat log as well. So we don't have wind arrows. I mean, I could try out the other talents. There is one more available for MM. I think like the In the Rhythm. That's a thing. With In the Rhythm, when rapid fire fully finished channel, you get haste, so that could be maybe good. We also got kill shot, grand trick shot, so maybe that could be good too. Playing together with Death Blow, that would give us a lot more cleave, like passive cleave. So we could do something like this. Probably want to do volley too. We could do like that. Do like this. I think it'll be fine. So at least we got some new talents we can play with. But yeah, the Wind Arrow whole playstyle just doesn't exist right now. Is why Wind Arrows will launch a lot? Yeah, Wind Arrows, like when they proc, they actually did quite a bit of damage. But right now, I think they're just still not functional yet. Not fire, wind arrows. But this Wind Arrows build could be insane. Because every time you shoot aim shot, you create 2 wind arrows to fire with you. They do a bit of physical damage. After you fire 30 wind arrows, you grant yourself 1 charge of aim shot. So it plays into a heavy aim shot playstyle. You also end up picking up Bullseye to get into it, which is only now 1 talent point to get into. But when your ability set a target that's low on health, you gain higher crit chance for 6 seconds, stacked up to 30 times. So you can get 30% more crit just because the enemy is low on health. Big execute value. And then you can get Windrunner's Guidance. Each wind arrow shot has a 3% chance to grant you 10 seconds of true shot. You fire a lot of wind arrows, you're going to be getting a lot of aim shots back. So you could potentially get a lot of uptime on true shot. If you're lucky and you're firing a lot of these arrows, 3% is not a lot, but you're just getting constant procs of it. It's actually could be really, really good. Sounds very satisfying. Love the sound of it. Dude, it sounds so good. Like, it could be really, really, really good once it works. Okay, this guy too. So Paladins are nuts right now in Mythic Pluses, by the way. That guy's gonna go do insane damage. That guy's just gonna do Boku damage. Let me set the dungeon. Mythic. Okay, we should be good. So if you guys talk to the dungeon teleporter and you hit freehold, it'll just teleport you straight to the instance. If you want to pick up some consumables before that, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, you can access the dungeon teleporter from either Stormwind or Orgrimmar. There should be one available over to like the side somewhere. Stormwind is near the vendors. For Orgrimmar, it's like next to that one hut that you walk into the Orgrimmar and it's like on your right. It's like kind of next to that hut. But you should be able to see him pretty easily. They'll be next to a dwarf who's on a pedestal. Once you guys are all good to go, we'll queue this up. What's this line? Is that because of flare? I'm waiting until the flare disappears, like if this line goes away. Is that just like maybe the rock cave is like it's a separate entity? Huh. Weird. Alrighty, raid check. Yeah, well, run this dungeon however you want to, by the way. If you want to run it, like, pull literally everything, or run it, like, very, very, very slow, more than welcome to pull it however you want to, my guy. Countdown 5. I tried Frost Mission today, it was fun. Dude, I gotta give Frost a go. With a tier set, I gotta give Frost a try. Fire as well. I want to give Fire as well a try. So Paladin is probably going to do a lot of damage. Apparently Paladins get changed over in Live Realms. They're a little bit less strong. But right now on PTR, they didn't get the downgrades of damage. So they should be pretty nutty over on PTR right now. So we'll see how this goes. This is going to be... I think this Paladin is going to dominate in damage once I can get my numbers up. Here we go. Yeah, the Paladin is probably going to do insane damage. They're not downscaled here at all. Yeah, his is with 300k DPS. They nerfed him a little bit over on the, over on the PTR 1007 realms. But on 10.1, they're just insane. They're still just insane. So this guy's gonna have fun. Oh my god, bro. Okay, at least we got some damage there. Paladins are doing, this is why they end up nerfing Paladins a little bit. They were like, alright, let's give them all these new gameplay choices. And then we're like, okay, yeah, they probably shouldn't be doing like 200k DPS constantly, where every other class is doing about maybe like 100k DPS. We shouldn't have them like doubling other classes. Maybe we should give them some more, a normal number, a more normalized number, potentially. Something more stable. I'm gonna run into that, aren't I? For some reason, I thought the grenade would end up disappearing by the time I'm over there. Okay, I have like no resources for this. Maybe I can go mining? Okay, we got stuff. I got no volley for a bit, but we can channel rapid fire here. We got kill shot procs, which means we can just go for aim shots. And we got cleave, which is kind of beautiful. Yeah, look, this guy's just in 100k. He just lap at everybody. Absolutely lapping us. I should have picked up the new trinkets too, though. I could have definitely done that. Because there's a new trinket. There's basically a new Greek Torch over on the PTR. A new version of Grief Torch. And it's kind of nutty. Also, maybe I could have went for like a true shot, a cooldown reduction build. Maybe I should have done that. But I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I probably could have went true shot AoE build. Maybe I should have. Well, that guy's alive still. What do you think will be the top specs of 10.1? It's hard to tell because I don't think these changes are final. It also depends on the tier. Right now, class tier is also definitely not finalized either. I need to pet, don't I? Pet, please. Pet, please. There we go. Sorry about that, boys. Based on the current tier, hard to tell. I think demonology. We haven't seen the final set of tunings for class changes or whatever. We also haven't seen all the different fights because the best classes are really going to come down to like what's the environment. Because some fights are going to favor one class or over another. Just flat lines. That's just how it is. How it's always been. Some class tier sets also definitely going to elevate him greatly. Like that demonology one, wherever you can get cooldown reduction on your Felguard, the bonus summon Felguard. That thing is a good pet. That thing is strong. But then you also have that pet buff the rest of your demons on top of that, with cooldown reduction included. That thing looks really, really, really good. It looks super lucrative. Like ridiculously good. Huh? You reset him! Oh no! What is it? The bird to reset him? What happened? He just reset. I remember that happened in BFA. There is definitely a line. He has to stay in the battle in the arena in order to not be reset. But there he just. Oh no, dude. Okay, we go again. With no loss this time though. I have a pet, so I'm not gonna do as much damage as I wanted to, but that's okay. We don't even need we don't need lust for this one. Top 3 favorite most enjoyable classes on PTR or just in general? Because if you're talking about live, I'd say like, I mean, besides Rogue, right? Because Rogue is like my main, and obviously I'm gonna put Rogue in there because that is an enjoyable class for me. I would say I've been having a lot of fun on Demon Hunter. Like Havoc Demon Hunter is like, no matter what I'm doing on Havoc Demon Hunter has been insanely good. I think it's like it's the easiest ult that I could recommend to anybody right now. Is a Havoc Demon Hunter specifically. They're just really, really good right now. I would say even I've been liking Shaman a lot, like Elemental Shaman, Restless Shaman. That's been incredibly fun. Like I didn't realize I would enjoy it as much, but I've been like putting real work on my Shaman. Like Elemental has been, I'm bad. Elemental Shaman has been insanely fun as I arranged. I did not realize how much I would enjoy it, but I loved it. I loved it and super good. It plays super well too. So if I had to do Demon Hunter, Ele Shaman, what else would I put on there? Like Hunters are good. Warrior. Like Fury Warrior has always been good. I favor melee a lot. So that's just, I think it's because I played Rogue all the time. I enjoyed the melee playstyle. Generally. That was easy. I love the bird is still gonna smack you either way. I forgot that that's a thing. Dungeon, what is the animal with dungeon cap to PTR? They are capped to 410 animal. You can still do 20s with 410. Which, I mean, that I think it just says everything about the new trinkets and the tier sets and some of the class changes that are coming up as well. Our classes feel pretty strong this time around compared to like when we were doing these over in the beta where not every single class had the tier and all the gear. This time around, this season 2 classes feel pretty strong. That or the dungeons are better tuned for like to some degree better tuned. I think some of the Dragonflight dungeons are pretty well tuned. Maybe not all the bosses. because I felt like the first boss of bracket height was a little bit of a doozy. Second boss wasn't bad at all. Our tank, Will says it was kind of tough, but I didn't think it was too bad. Also, I can do this with a camo, or we can just do big time. So here in Freehold, if you've never done Freehold before, you get these events where you get to help out one of the pirate clans. Yeah, that, by the way, that will kill, but you get to help out one of the pirate clans, and they get to join you in the fight. So you won't have to fight all 3 pirate kings, just only one of them, or 2 of them, but one of them ends up helping you. So depending on the event that you get at the very beginning of the instance, you get a different pirate king to help. So this week's event is the dog. You basically just chase the dog until he finds the key and you unlock the cage for the guy. And then some of these pirates, which are all of different types, like these are vermin trappers. These guys are cutwater duelists. These guys are iron tide. You got bilge rat. So there's like 3 different like pirate clans or whatever. But one of them is going to end up being like friendly to you throughout the this encounter. I definitely should have went for a cooldown reduction, I think, on my true shot. I'm dead. Not dead! As a hunter. Huh? As a hunter? Bro. Wait, what challenge is it? It's the, I was thinking maybe I ran this, but no, did not run Rejuvenate Wind. That gives you more stamina. I thought maybe that's what saved me. Apparently it wasn't. If you let me stealth, because I can camo. I can camo. But camo is pretty iffy as well, though, isn't it? Dismiss. I'll dismiss my pet, just at least it can do some damage. As a rogue, you can sell this easily. Easily. Okay, we're just pulling. We're pulling. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's do one of these. Let's do this. Let's do this. And we're just gonna rapid fire, aim shot, everything. Just AoE the hell out of everything. I need as much AoE as I can. Oh, kill shots too. Kill shots? The fact that kill shots can give you the cleave effect is actually awesome. I love that. That is so good. Because look, I can just kill shot and I can just aim shot. And that will give a cleave. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I love that change. Oh, that's so good. It's this talent right here. Bombardment. Which means kill shot. Ah! Thing's dead. We could kite. A lot of this dungeon is kiteable, like surprisingly. Okay, well, except pulling more, probably not gonna help us. But the fact that everything is kiteable is super nice in here. So if a tank dies, you just take everything on a bridge and just run. And just run. Somebody, I need to slow. I don't have a concussive shot on this thing. Please, help. Help. Help me. Rat traps, watch it. Ah! Those things used to hurt so much back in BFA, dude. This friend's getting free wing sparks from deaths. Is that, but also Retribution Paladin. Atho, I think you've seen like on the Paladin Discord, right? The some of the hidden tuning they've done for Paladin, right? Scaling or whatever. That does not apply over to 10.1 servers. That's only in 10.07. So all those Paladin nerfs that are up on the 10.07 servers are not in yet on 10.1. So Paladins are doing their full damage value. So Paladins can do like 500k DPS in AoE. Which seems like a lot. Seems like a big number. So I kind of understand why they're nerfing it. But like, yeah. They're doing full value. He's not reduced whatsoever. So you can just easily just like press Divine Storm and he's just like popping off. Sorry, with all the sounds. All good, all good. That's just how this dungeon is, man. So now we get the dog. We get to open the cage. And certain of these pirates, some of them will actually become friendly. I forget which ones. I think it's going to be these guys. The cutwater ones. So now cutwater ones are friendly. Everybody else is not. So like a portion of the instance now is like these guys. Look at the guys. I think they joined in them. Like if we pull that pack, I think they'll join them either way to fight us. But a good portion of these guys are just no longer hostile to you. So you can kind of like skip some of them. Or certain trash packs just become less like terrifying. Especially as we kill like all the pirate kings or whatever. At least 2 of them. So this week's Eudora and the big guy. Big guy doesn't do anything. Eudora's like dodge. Eudora's gonna leap through like a corner of the map and just start blasting. So that one's just like a dodge element. I want to see if I can just kind of focus Eudora. If you can bypass that if you move fast enough. I'll show the town's balance playing. Sure. After this, I can do it. After this, I definitely can do it. Oh yeah, I should probably be... Okay, so I'm not running the talent that should work with a poison thing. So I'm kind of missing a talent slot, basically. Bypass it? Yeah! Ah, we made friends. We made friends. All good. Yeah, I kind of messed up and I'm using a talent that I shouldn't be using. But I think we're mostly okay. Yeah, it'll be fine. The pally's popping off though, by the way. Help. Help. How am I alive? Can I get a bop? When you're in the barrel, all you can do is just see through a little peephole. It's so good, dude. It is so good. This dungeon is so good. Dude, I love the character with this dungeon, man. It's so great. Okay, get these guys interrupted. Bring him in. Don't pull him out, though. Don't pull him out super far, because the boss is gonna reset. And we're gonna have to do that all over again. But if we actually take... What is it? If we take the... if you continue fighting something as you kill the boss... This guy's been helping us this entire time, Captain Jolly. He's one of the Pirate Kings. But if you keep in combat, and then you could chain him, he'll just keep helping us kill stuff. He doesn't really do much damage. He does like a little bit of AoE. But like you could just like take one of the captains and keep chaining mobs, and then we'll just kind of keep helping do a portion of the instance up until a certain point where they just get tired of it and just don't do it anymore. But it's pretty neat. Really wish I had big volley for this. Now I do. And we got kill shots. I love this kill shot interaction, by the way, with AoE. I love that. That's so good. It is so, so good. Oh my god, I love it. Oh, that plays so smooth, dude. It just cuts out a portion of my rotation, but in the best way possible. Oh, it's so good. I like this version of Hunter a lot, by the way. My god. This thing plays so well. Okay, so Pally, do you want me to show the, like... I can show you the Pally talents now if you want me to. I don't know if you meant like for like later or whatnot. Let me see if I can interrupt that guy. I can do it while we do the RP. How does that sound? Yo, Chris, remind me to show the Pally talents when we do the RP, because there's gonna be a little RP element here for in a bit. We're gonna be doing this RP event. But also another thing I like about this dungeon is just how many different ways you can run it. There's so many different ways to go through a freehold. So many different like routes you could take. You could do a left side and do those guys 4%. You could do this bridge route. You can go just straight down the middle. There's so many little mobs that you can pull, but like they're not necessary either. And this whole dungeon has a lot of character to it. They really just had a fun designing this thing. And like it's usually the easiest dungeon too. Like the way it's designed, it's not like a short dungeon. It's quite a bit of a, you know, length to it. But I don't know, just something about like the way that it plays. Like it's pretty easy to learn for most people, but it's also like not super overly simplified either. Like it has enough depth with it. And in the middle we'll have like a event for like a little bit of RP. We catch a pig, fight a turtle mini boss, and then we fight the shark boss. And like a lot of the mechanics like are just fun. Like I think they struck the perfect balance with this. Maybe I'm just like over hyping this dungeon, but at the time it felt like they struck a perfect balance between like fun dungeon, but actually something that will still test you in a way. All right, so this man's done talent setup. If you want to try it yourself on PTR, huh? Hold on. Okay, so the background is weird, but the talents are normal. Background is that of a hunter, which is not supposed to be it, but those are his talents. I'll just have it on the screen for a bit. Take a screenshot. Will last longer. Here we go. Gorkadon, what talent is playing? Yeah. So the background is weird, but those are Pally talents if you look at the icons. These are real Pally talents. So he's got a full all the way down to Divine Arbiter, picked up the Heart of Crusader, went for Judgment, Extra Holy Power, and then Final Verdict. Picked up Final Reckoning, Wake of Ashes, Dot, but didn't go into Searing Light. Picked up Blades of Vengeance AoE, picked up Crit build up and Haste build up for Rush of Light. He also went for the Auto Attacks for Standing Blade of Justice. He went in for the Temple Strikes, went in for Consecrated Blades, Shield of Vengeance, normal Minute Wings. Or is it 2 minute wings? I think it's supposed to be minute wings, right? Pretty sure. Sorry, boys, for not helping you with the pig event. But here we are. You've been dropping well, Max. Yeah, Wacky, if you ever got questions, man, you can always message me over in the Discord, my guy. I'm always there to answer questions, honestly. I would love to try Outlaw and Mythic Pluses once our tier set is available. As of the moment, we just don't have one. Do I have steady shot? I do. Steady focus. Yeah, I do need to maintain the buff if I can. Then just to maintain a couple of steady shots in a row. Maybe I should have popped True Shot for this. But I feel like waiting for the boss might be a better choice. He probably hasn't really used a lot of quotas at all. He's just going through his normal rotation. I don't think even... I guess he should actually pop wings, shouldn't he? He probably should. Yeah, he probably should be popping wings. Just because they're a minute. Just gonna have him here for this boss, and you'll have him for the boss and the mini boss. Yeah, look at this guy. Did he pop wings actually? He might have not. He didn't. Oh, he did. He did end up using them. Okay, I was thinking for a second like he didn't. Jumper Slash does a lot of damage, by the way. It crits for 60. Is it a guaranteed crit too? I think it's a, yeah, guaranteed crit chance. Oh my god. I gotta play that ability. I was like underdog specs, because there were, when you win, you get more credit. What spec would you suggest for that? Underdog specs right now that are not that great, but could maybe do well. Oh, I think Affliction Warlock is an underdog spec for sure. I think that'll change in 10-1. Or I'm hoping it'll change in 10-1. Okay, let me see if I can go for proper go. Survival Hunter is an underdog spec as well. Frost DK right now is a pretty underdog spec. To some degree, Assassination, at least in M+ environment, it's an underdog spec for sure. I would say Fury, not Fury Warrior. Feral Druid to some degree, but I think they've gotten a lot better recently. I think a lot more people accepted Feral Druid as like a viable choice for a class, for a playstyle. Mistweaver Monk is an underdog. If you want a healer, easily an underdog. Easily an underdog. Who was an underdog, chat? Tanks? Bear Druid. Bear Druid, easily an underdog. This. They're not bad. Like, look, like Jake is doing pretty well as a bear. I mean, with the new tier set, they're looking pretty good, honestly. They look like they're doing quite a bit of damage, actually. He's actually not doing bad at all. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at that guy go. But yeah, they generally have been pretty out of the meta. Like, they're not bad, but they're generally out of the meta. Also, wait, I've been sitting out here hoping a shark like comes my way. But I don't think a shark even came over to here. I should be kiting the shark. As a range class, or usually healers, usually kite the shark around. There we go. I finally got the shark. I was sitting out there trying to bait a shark the entire time, because normally he'll throw a shark super far away. And if I had the shark, I'd be able to move around and have the shark go through chum. Shark will go in, eat the chum, slow down, then will start running back after me. Yeah, Frostzik, definitely. For PvP? Oh, for PvP. I would say like Outlaw is a pretty underdog for PvP. Mistweaver, I would say, is also kind of underdoggy. Like, we've gotten a Fistweaver build now. They actually could do a lot of damage. We also pulled way too much percent. Did they reduce the amount of, like, mobs you need? I think they might have reduced the trash count recently in this place. At least I want to say they probably did. But I have no idea. They might have. Dungeon Con saying stupid. Yeah, either they reduced it, can get notified before first boss. I think you just skip at that point, yeah? You would just like pop Invisible Potion or maybe Shroud and get by everything. I think we just pull it all, man. As long as you don't trap that guy with a painful motivation, like everything just melts. Because my kill shot proc, beautiful. Gonna get one of these. Beautiful. Bit of rapid fire. Another aim shot, kill shot. I love the aim shot, kill shot combos though. I like this a lot. I think we just gotta pull the horse, yeah. We don't really have like a skip. If we had a rogue, definitely could have. Or Mind Soothe. That's a priest still really good too. Mind Soothe, man. I feel like that gets really like undervalued. Also, doesn't this Iron Tide officer do like a huge smack towards the tank? Like an oil strike or something? Yeah, gateway have the dungeon. Yeah, I forgot. You can place a gateway from like over here all the way to like the top and just skip all of this. I forgot. Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Oh, bringing back memories. Oh my god, I'm starting to feel old. Doing this dungeon, I'm like, oh yeah, back in those days. And that just makes you feel super old. Here's a skip. Yeah. I forgot about that. It just, this dungeon is super like, that's what, maybe that's another thing that why a lot of people like this dungeon. You can always pull minimum and you'll have plenty to pull the boss. You'll have plenty to do everything in this instance. It's kind of nice, honestly. We lost the last one, so I'll just keep bow. I'll keep the pet. Well, that's new. We didn't pull them. And last time we pulled this guy, these ads pulled with him. Can you not skip these ads anymore? Like, it's a must. I think you have to do these ads if you want to do the boss now. That's new, though. That was not a thing back in the day. You could just gotta pull the boss without the ads, but they insta-pulled automatically. Interesting. Can I feign it? Yes, I can. You can feign it and just explode. I want to try keeping these guys interrupted best I can. And so we can cleave the ads down really quickly. I can show up at least. Can I freeze and trap it? Yeah, there we go. So those mob dudes are just gonna run in with the bombs. But you could feign death them. I used to be able to blind them in order to like cause them to proc insta. But if he ends up marking me every single time, I can just feign death and he explodes over there. Which is so for fun. Ridiculously fun. So you could avoid these really easily by stutter stepping. Practicing stutter stepping for this place is going to be a must. Because you don't really need a lot of movement to get past this guy. One more ads. Is that a meme? Oh, blind still works apparently. You can blind them and it'll just blow up. I think also fear works too then, yeah? Yeah, stutter step and that is going to be the play. Also, by the end of this, this boss is also kind of fun because he has an execute phase. When he has a super low health, he ends up rolling his dice a lot more, so you use combat abilities often. But also, he takes 100% more damage, and you can just really parse. There used to be this trinket that had an execute bonus that did a ton of damage every time you hit the boss. So you basically would get the trinket to get the boss super low, but not below a certain health threshold. Let the boss phase, and then you would push him, and all these trinkets would pop. And if they crit, boss's health, like a good 10% of his health, would just get chunked out with everybody using that trinket. It was so fun back then. I think it was what, season 2, season 3 maybe? I think it was season 3 of the instance. Good loot. Shell kickers, 59. Wow, what a reward. Thank you, boys. Let's get ourselves another one done. Hunter was okay. Pally though popped off, man. Pally popped off. Yeah, they have no chill right now. Every paladin, they don't have that thing that nerfs their damage right now. On the over on the PTR realms for 10.1. 10.07, they have like a modifier that's internal that people found, but it's not like public. They didn't make a blue post on it, so I don't think it's the final version of Paladin. They may adjust it, but they do have like a version where Paladins are a little bit weaker because they're just doing way too much damage compared to every other class. But on 10.1, that's not implemented. So Paladins are having a blast right now, just obliterating dungeons, having a good time. It doesn't really get much of testing really because it's not really real numbers, but it's all fun in games anyway. Replace bumped by the Doom and Gloom because Shafter, because that's not the damage we'll be doing in 10.07. This is the damage before the nerfs that are in on 10.07. Even though, again, those nerfs are not public, maybe Blizzard will pull back on those. We'll see what they do, but a lot of people were like found that, hey, the numbers are a lot smaller than the last build. What happened? So they were able to compile together what changed, and it was basically like all across board nerf. But when you have a class doing like 100k DPS, versus, I guess every other class is doing less. Like, we had another paladin in the, yesterday we did a dungeon with guildies. It was in the Tharan's lair, and the guy, I think he pressed wings. He wasn't pressing wings in cooldown. So he was like doing some weird stuff as a paladin, and he was still doing like 100k DPS per like mob pack. He was doing some weird stuff. He had a weird build that we were like, wait, what? How's this gonna work? It didn't matter. His damage was like so overtuned, it just literally didn't matter. So he's just running around, popping off, which is, again, super fun as a pally. Just have some fun if you just want to blast through an instance. And I think maybe like if you want to see more of these instances on a hard mode, like plus 20s, see if you can do it. Hop on a paladin just so you can carry the damage. I think it's super nice. But like in terms of testing the paladin and like in terms of like, oh, what build works, what build doesn't, none of the numbers are right on this version of PTR, so you're not really getting a good picture. You're not going to be able to take this like, oh, I got to figure out a build, because once 10.07 releases, you're like, wait, that does not work, because you weren't playing with the newest numbers, the most real numbers. You're playing with these 10.01 numbers. You know what I mean? Can you do me a favor? What's up, Izzy? Depending on the favor. I don't ever tell people yes anymore. I used to. But depending on the favor. Web animations so good. They are really, really good, aren't they? Demo seems strong. Oh yeah, Demo, I definitely want to give that a try once their tier set is in. Right now, they don't have anything. Wanna switch a character around. What you planning on playing, Jake? I want to see what Jake is planning on playing. And if Jake wants to like DPS, I think we could tank it. Just so Jay could have some fun DPSing. It's up to you, my guy. What do you want to do? Pally DK Warrior, played in general, is strong. Yeah, Warriors are really, really good. Death Knights, I tried some of the DK tier sets, by the way. I was excited about the Frost DK tier set, but testing it, it was a little bit on the... I was a little disappointed. I hope they end up tuning a little bit more. I think maybe you're going for more frequency of the Dragon Strikes, like even bigger cooldown reduction for it would be better. I mean, making it do more damage in general, like whether just as a talent and as a proc. I think it'd be kind of fun. Unholy might actually be really good because that plays basically the same. Basically the same. Is Loaded Dice going to be good for melees again? Loaded Dice right now is good. Oh, you mean the Trinket? Probably. Yeah, that thing gave you haste, crit, and mastery. It was really good back then, and it was really good uptime. Probably is going to be best Trinket. How you doing? What's up, Morgan? How you doing, fam? Hope you're having a good one. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope all of you are having a good one. Prospect Sharpies, guys, I'm down to do it. I forgot to set up Pally Tank with a new Shadow Flame shield. Can set it up if you want. We can take a second while you do that. But tell me what you wanna get into. Actually, I guess there was a tank in queue, wasn't there? So maybe we could find like somebody who wants to tank these dungeons. I just want to basically prepare just in case we can't find a tank. So I can like hop on a tank and just gotta make sure the group is all set. I think it'll be fine. I'm gonna swap. And I have the key available for you boys to join in a bit here. Chat, which class do you play? You will play some mage? Shadows are huge. Shadows actually kind of fun. Shadows actually kind of good. Shadow Priests they're still a work in progress, but once they get the tier sets, they're gonna play into the Mindbender playstyle where they can have 2 Mindbenders, and that could be really fun. That could be really, really fun. But the changes they've done for Shadow Priests generally are good. They are generally good. Disc Priest time, Dala. Is it actually Disc Priest time? Well done. Why is that face? Yo, cry. Dude, some of the things they're doing for Disc Priest, like Automatic Jack apparently made a video. Me and my girl was talking about it, and they talked about the Automatic Jack video, but like him talking about the tier set for this and everything. Apparently with the tier set, Disc Priest is about to have one of the most difficult skill cap playstyles that could have big reward, but it's definitely going to be like, there's going to be a bigger gap between a good Disc Priest and a not great Disc Priest. It's going to be a big divide. So you're either going to be like first or last. Apparently this tier that they're playing into, and the different procs you can manage, you could have a huge window with penance. Huge window with big heal, big damage. But they're a little concerned, like there's a lot of things you gotta manage just to make it happen. And I'm just learning this, Priest. I think they'll end up changing the tier set cry. I think it's gonna end up changing it. Does DPS? I wish, man. It's just, it can do damage, but not that great on damage. Big 2 set. Oh yeah, 2 set is huge. 2 set has a lot of healing. The healing is based on like the damage you take too, so it scales up. The harder you get hit, the more it heals you, which is kind of nice. Prospect and Shadow Priest, guys. If you play Mage, I'll play Priest. If you play Priest, I'll probably play Mage. And we can maybe find a taken Q. This will probably do. I want to see if I can play DPS or heal. And unless Whisper wants to play healer, and then I can just DPS, I guess. But chat, what cards do we do next? We got ourselves. So we did the Hunter. Sadly, wind arrows did not work how I wanted. We have Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter does have a tier set, and like we could try like a big I-beam build, make like a super cheesy I-beam playstyle. I don't know how well it will work though. I can do whatever. Okay, let's do either Druid, because I could feral that, or Boomkin, Mage, or Priest. We'll do Priest. We'll do Priest. We'll do Priest. Chat, I'll let you guys decide what you're playing. Frost Mage? We could do Frost Mage. Because I was going to either play Fire Mage or Frost Mage, because I don't think Arcane would feel all that different. But also not great at Arcane. But I would like to give Frost and Fire a proper go. It's as long as we have, Kraken, as long as we have like a healer and a tank or whatever, like maybe we'll find one in LFG, but if we don't, I am perfectly fine swapping to like one of those roles just to make sure we can get the groups up and running. Put your shoulders in your mage. Those shoulders? Wait, I like the shoulders in your mage. Dude, this is part of the new world gear. Like the pants and the shoulders are part of the new world gear. It is so good looking. It is so, dude, this looks like a tier set, the shoulders, but that's just what you get from questing in the new zones. You just go do an event, an invasion, and that's what you look like. It looks so good. I love it. Is it still Ice and Machine Gun? To a degree, yes. Actually, it kind of is. It's still an Ice. It's more so than before, I think. Although, you probably can play, like... Do people play Glacial? Because I know in PvP people play Glacial, but I don't know about PvE. Maybe they do. But yeah, you do Lancelot. You're Sir Lancelot. Literally. But it's generally in a good spot, like in terms of Mythic Pluses. It's generally does well. And they got a new tier. What do you guys think? Mage? Priest? Or Druid? I'll let you guys decide this one. Oh, these are the buttons anyways. Exactly. Exactly. But no, seriously, like eye senses can proc icicles, eye senses can proc other abilities, eye senses give cooldown reduction. So like eye senses do literally everything. So when you're like, who needs another button? I think it's legit. I think it's real. I think it's who actually does need another button? It's insane. Priest? Okay, I'm down with the Priest, boys. I'm down to go Priest. Hell yeah. Now that gets the question of Disc, Shadow, or we could do Holy. We could do Holy. Now we don't have the Holy tier set, but we do have some changes to Holy. Like their AoE damage should be a lot better. And we can play a Naru ward build, where basically we play Scrabble and we summon Naru, and Naru do damage with us. And they heal too. And they made Naru a guaranteed play, so you summon a Naru every time you press a word. So you can have some words with a boss, summon up a bunch of Naru, and they help you heal the damage or whatever. Shadow, I'm down to give Shadow a go. So Shadow has a couple different playstyles. Right now, Shadow cannot really play the full build until you can get your tier set. But once you get your tier set, you'll be in a golden spot. Because right now, tier is going to play into Mindbender build. But outside of that, you can play whatever you want to. So there's a couple different builds. You can play into a Dark Ascension build, which apparently is going to be a little bit better because of the spike damage and the Mind Blast value that you can play into. Apparently Mind's Eye is better. I was talking to a guildie and said Mind's Eye is a lot better. You can play out of Yogg-Saron, but you could also go play into Screams of the Void, into Idol of Cthulhu, pick up Void Torrent, and I think it's one more talent that I have that I don't actually need. Is it this one? Yeah, so this is like the build you can play right now. So you get Shadow Crashes that you can spread to everybody. I probably should pick up Mana and Touch though, shouldn't I? Yeah, I don't really need apparitions. Okay, so we'll do it like this. F. Okay, we'll do it like this. And we don't need this, so we pick that up. Pick this up. This. I think this. Yeah. So that's like the AoE build right now before you can get your tier set. But this allows you to spread your dots with Shadow Crash. All your dots do more damage with Maddening Touch and generate a bunch of resources. You're spamming a bunch of DPs as much as you can during this playstyle. And you got Void Torrent, which will also cleave everything. You got Insidious Ire, which will make your Void Torrent do more damage, so you won't apply DP than Void Torrent. Malediction to make Void Torrent a 30-second cooldown. Every time you spike, or yeah, every time you spike, you Void Torrent, you have a chance to spawn in tentacles that will just do AoE damage. They do quite a lot right now. And then as you put up dots and everything, addons and Zots are spreading all over the place. And every time you use DP, all of your dots tick faster for like 80% faster for 3 seconds. So you're just kind of like, it's apparently a lot of just resources you're throwing out at all times. So I don't know if I can like show you like the combo here. Trying to go for as many instants here. We'll do one of these. And every time I DP, which you should be able to use a lot. You should be able to spam DPs a lot. You basically get your dots just constantly proccing, constantly ticking on each other. I did the wrong thing. I shot across the wrong guy. But yeah, it's apparently should be a lot of damage. Like your dots, like the more enemies you're fighting, the better those dots become. And those dot ticks also give you more chances to reset Shadow Word Death and make it usable against any target too. So there's like a lot of different things that kind of flow from one another and play into each other with this build. I'm only hitting 3 mobs, but like the damage is pretty good with how much cleave you do. But the more enemies you fight, the better it's gonna be. So it should be really, really good. But once you get your tier set, you're gonna play into the Mindbender build, because every time you spend a certain amount of resources, you spawn a Mindbender or a Shadow Fiend. And when you pick up together Mindbender together with Inescapable Torment, let's say you'll pop Mindbender, you'll spend Devouring Plague to spawn a second Mindbender, you spam in Mind Blast, both of them explode with Inescapable, you spam Shadow Word Death, both of them start exploding, and they get longer duration, so you got 2 of these Tentacly boys, slap and run, giving you basically a perma amount of resources, slapping the enemy, and just doing a bunch of AoE damage. So you're gonna have to play into that, and maybe you combine it together with either Nazoth or Cthulhu. You're probably not gonna do this guy Idle Yogg. I am open, me and Gildy were talking about it, that they changed the Shadow-based tier set. Not that there's something wrong with the current tier set, but I do think it could be better, because Shadowlands, you played a lot of that Mindbender playstyle for like a whole expansion. And then we got brand new tier sets. What is the tier set with? Shadow Fiend or Mindbender. I feel like they should have made a tier set around the other Nazoth idols. So this one is like very Shadow Mindy. Nobody really... People are kind of tired if you played the last expansion. Some people don't mind playing Mindbender again, but I just played a whole expansion of Mindbender. Kind of would like to try something new. I do agree with him, like, they probably should make like an Idle Yogg build, right? Buff up so you summon a little Yogg thing, and you can play into Yogg playstyle, right? Summon more Yoggs or whatever. Or maybe something has to do with Idle Cthulhu, or maybe something with Idle Nazoth, like you have a higher chance to proc this or whatever. I do agree with that. Like, generally, I agree. Also, chat, what dungeons did we do? What dungeons did we do, boys? Because you can pick our dungeon. What are we feeling like? We could do... So we got choices of Underrot, which I've done the other day. So Underrot is not too bad. Okay, so we can't see it here. So we have... Let me show you right here. We have Uldaman. Actually, do you want to do Uldaman? What do you think about deletion of Mind Seer? It's weird. It's weird. I do think maybe they'll still... It's... What sucks with the whole deletion of Mind Seer is you don't have an easy way to like AoE things. Yeah, you can throw in like Shadow Crash and then Whispering Shadows will apply dots to things, and I guess you do have Natural Cleave with Psychic Link. But I kind of like having an ability that will do damage to everything, even if it was soft capped. I think what they should do is maybe give Shadow Crash second charge, keep it a 20-second cooldown, and make Psychic Link soft cap, right? It does full damage, but reduce beyond 5 targets, and then make it so the Shadow Crash applies VT and pain to everything it hits. So if you stack up a bunch of things, you throw down a Shadow Crash, it dots everything, so you can at least get your dots and AoE out easily, but then you can tune it with soft caps. Right, make it like a 5 target soft cap if they're super worried about Shadow Priest like doing giga AoE damage. Just make it a 5 target soft cap and you can like reduce the amount of damage that spirits do beyond a certain amount of targets. Maybe even reduce the amount of damage VT and Pain does beyond a certain amount of targets if they really wanted to, right? Just kind of like reduce their effectiveness beyond a certain amount of enemies. So you can kind of limit its AoE, but still allow it to like play AoE and do stuff in AoE. I love Mindseer. That's what I liked about Mindseers, because it was like one of those abilities that, yeah, you could Psychic Link and cleave a couple of mobs, but there's those Mindseer that will hit everything, and it felt better that way. But I do understand them in terms of how they're approaching it. Like, hey, Shadow Priest has a lot of abilities to use in terms of just to play the class. It can be kind of daunting, and I don't completely disagree with that statement. But like, we currently have a pretty easy playstyle to how you can AoE things. And I feel like they should continue that ease of play. I think it'd be good. I think it's healthy. But boys, what dungeon did we do? So we got a couple of choices. We got Uldaman. We got... I've done Atharis before. We could do Atharis again. Halls of Infusion. I want to see how Halls works. I want to see how Halls of Infusion works. Because that could be really good. Then we got... Underrot, Freehold, Nelslayer. Nelslayer is a little tough. I would like to avoid that one. I would like to try the other stuff. So what do you guys want to see? Just give me a dungeon idea. Hey, what's up, Liam? How you doing, my guy? I hope you have a good one. Can we play Red Palette? I can do Red Palette after this, Tony. How does that sound? We'll play Red Palette after this and blast it. What's up, Delver? How you doing, my man? Hope you have a good one. Do halls? I'm down to do halls. And we'll do halls. We'll do fortified. And we'll just do another 15. Like we did before. I will list the group here in a second. Jake and Cry. Or Jake and Whisper. Fortified. Here we go. Halls of Valor? Is that Halls of Valor? This is not hallway, right? Halls of Infusion. Yes, it doesn't have Halls of Valor here. Oh, wait, it does. Halls of Infusion plus 15 Fort. Here we go. If you guys want to join him, you're welcome to him. Wait, what? An Alliance Panda just hanging out here. I just killed the guy. Do the guards not care for you? You're just running around killing stuff. What? You're just finding people that AFK and just killing them? Okay. Just an assassin. He tried killing me a few times. Before he really is a prot. Whisper, I got you in here. Is that you, Jake? Do I get you in, my guy? As a prot? Is that you, my guy? Hold on, I actually could check, can't I? Oh, that is you. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you guys want to join us, more than welcome to. We got a couple of spots for Halls of Infusion. I might as well pick up a couple of consumables while I'm here. We have runes. Glyph of Heavens. Levitate up here. Oh! These are class glyphs. For some reason I looked at these, I was like, oh, dragon riding glyphs. But that's wrong. Where do these things go? Here they are. Okay, cool. We got huge. Yo, get in here, my guy. Get in here. Hey man, how's it going? What's up, Danny? How you doing, my man? Hope you having a good one. Turkey? I don't really know how to speak Turkish, Zevlar, but I've been to Turkey before. Gorgeous place. Great weather. I busted the back of my head climbing the slide when I was a kid there, though. So that was fun. Sounds amazing. Will you hold up to that? Yeah, definitely, Tony. Definitely. After some boys, I definitely gotta play Pala. So, Jake, you may decide to be tanking this whole time. Unless you can find like a protection paladin or protection warrior. Or I guess any other tank. Testing stuff in the PTR. That favorite guy disappeared? That guy or which guy? I want to see the new Paladin Shadow tier set. So Shadow tier set is not available for testing just yet. So I'll only have the old school tier set or the current tier set. But once the Shadow Priest tier set is available, I'll definitely test it. There is new trinkets though that I could try. Like there's this one, which is basically the new Grief Torch. Literally the new Grief Torch. And there should be another trinket here too. They added a couple of them. Your harmful debuffs per arc effects can give you intellect. Not that good. Punch. Let's get Punch in here. Windwalker, are they any different? I don't think the Windwalkers are different. Those don't have the tier yet. Dungeon difficulty, Mythic. Halls of Infusion. I haven't done Halls as a normal dungeon in a while. What's up, Zon? How you doing, my man? Someone should ask for a favor and never said anything. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, they did ask for a favor and they never said anything. I think it's because I told them, hey, it depends. So we're like, all right, I'm not gonna ask. Because these tell people all the time, like, they're like, hey, can I ask you a favor? I'm like, sure. And they just give me like a task. It's like, they know that I can complete it. I know that I can complete it. Usually that requires a bit of context, but like, I've been in those sticky situations where it's like, I'm sorry, I have to tell them no afterwards. So nowadays I just tell people like, depends what it is. So at least I don't have to feel bad about it. Been a minute? Dude, it's been a minute. I have no idea. So there is a poison cleansing mechanic. If you're a paladin, or actually huge, you may want to run this. I don't know if you have the town points for it, but you may want to pick up poison cleansing totem. I don't know if you have enough town points to like pick it up as well. Maybe you'll have to give up the Lassa because you don't really use Lassa in PvE. But if you can maybe pick up like totemic projection, or maybe like totemic surge, but picking up poison cleansing totem for the frog boss and that whole frog room may be the play, because there's a lot of damage that you get from the frogs, and that may be the play. But we'll see. Wait, how are you dead? Is that monk just killing everybody? I'd like to ask Sub-Rogal performing keys, what do you think? I think with a tier set, we'll have to wait and see. I think having a longer uptime on your Symbols of Death could be interesting, and also doing more crit damage for Black Powder and Eviscerate, I think is generally going to be good, but some people have said the tier set doesn't look like super interesting at the moment, or at least like numbers-wise, it'll be good, but it doesn't seem like super strong. I think generally it should be better, because like it should be good. I think it's better than the current tier set, and I think more or less it is about the same damage. But maybe there's a problem is like it's not better than the original tier set that we had, where some of the other classes are getting a better tier set than what they currently had. It may need a bit more tuning, but I don't think sub will be going anywhere. I think there's a lot of funnel opportunity in a lot of these dungeons where Subtlety can just use enemies to kind of build comp points and slam back-to-back Eviscerates. Now that Eviscerates is getting more crit damage too, that could be a little bit stronger as well. I think sub is still going to be really good. It's just they're finally making Outlaw a little bit better with their tier set. Assassin, I'm not sure what they're really doing there. But sub will be good. I think sub should be good. It's good right now. And I don't think it should get worse. At the very least. Is there anything I could do here for this dungeon to make itself a little bit more... I don't think there's anything a priest can do in this place, right? At least I don't think. Where the tier system a little slacking, lol. Some classes have a new tier set, but not all. Ellie isn't in yet. Hopefully we'll be there for testing next week. Yeah, you're good, you're good. Feels like they hate rogues for PvE, assassin. So like assassin is really good in raids, but in dungeons, they haven't really given them the support that they need in order to like start performing well. At least not yet. Maybe one day they will remember that, oh yeah, some people would like to play an assassin in dungeons, assassinating targets. But until then, we just gotta have to hold our breath and hope that maybe, because they did give us a lot more AoE, but it's like they gave us more AoE, but it's just not quite there to make us competitive for Mythic Pluses. We're a lot better, like we can do well, like those rogues that are pushing as subtlety, assassin specifically for just Mythic Pluses, but it's just not quite there to be like sub or outlaw value, outlaw quality. You usually like run a good composition and then you could pitch an assassination, but you have a good comp, so like it doesn't really matter. Like you're still gonna get through a dungeon pretty well, pretty easily, but you're not gonna get like carried. And subtle assassin doesn't really like make the dungeon like a subtlety can or an outlaw can, you know, like. And maybe they're just like, their theory is, well, we don't want all specs to be good at everything, so assassin's like the single target spec, you know. But I would love for it to just be like all around, all rounder, all good, you know, all fairly decent. It's just there's so many talents to make us cleave. It's just like, even if you take them, all of them, you run into problems. Okay, well I have good AoE, but like my single target suffers now. what do I do? I think as long as they have abilities like Death Mark and Vendetta, it'll always be single target oriented. What do you think about Affliction? That's apparently getting a lot better in 10.07 and in 10.1. Apparently, from what I understand, their tier set is oh, it looks so good. Oh, this set on a Night Elf? Bro, that looks so good. Even like the coloration in like the hair matches the red. Okay, I'm golden. I'm beautiful. Import to from Val or Stormwind. This guy's flying over here. He's walking from Teldrassus. I mean, if you wanna, yeah, I guess he's only almost here anyway. Avid's getting more nerfed and Duster's getting more buffs. So it looks like Affliction's getting nerfed, but it's getting a lot of new talents that are giving it damage. You're just nerfing the new talents that they hadn't had before. So they would have been like Giga good, but now they're going to be like slightly less, but still close to Giga good. So it's not really a nerf at all. What is that, transmog? So this set, the shoulders and the pants are part of the world gear for 10.1. I just did a couple of Farak assaults, a couple of Farak invasions. And that's the kind of gear you can get. The chest is different, the gloves are different from a different set, but the shoulders are from the new classy world gear, and so are the pants. That's also part of the new world gear. It's just stuff you'll unlock just from playing and doing world quests. It looks that good. So you think of like the quest and gear you got, and you got like the leather, the clothy, the plate, you know, the plate being like the knight's armor look. That's literally the 10.1 version of like that world gear. It just looks really badass. Justin not doing well at all. It's with the static, but hey, they're buffing it by 3% RS live. I mean, it's stocks are up. You know what I mean? Oh, it's really gonna pop off now. I mean, it's 3% buff is 3% buff. Like my guildies like the fact that it cleaves. Like I have warlock mains that are like, yeah, it's better. It is better, but I do agree with that. I don't know how the reception is gonna be for their tier set because it has to do around Channel Demon Fire, which I like. I don't hate the ability, but also I feel like we never really played a lot with Channel Demon Fire as an ability. So I'll have quite a bit of fun with it, but there are some people already that I know that play Warlock right now. They're like, you know what, kind of lame, not a big fan of this ability, not a talent I usually spec into. One, because you got to stand there and channel it, which is like, as a Warlock, you don't want to channel. If you can help it, you want to be moving, you want to be schmoving. You already are a class that's permanently planted as is. You don't want to be any more of a plant. So you want to be moving all over the place. That's kind of one of the advantages of Destro. Like, you do have quite a bit of movement with that spec. You actually can like float around and move around. It's kind of fun. Pretty enjoyable generally. Guaranteed bolt every 10 rate. It's like, I think it should be just about every, yeah, just about. I need to take a look at it again. But it's like, abilities either have a chance or just fire off a bolt, and after so many bolts, you get a Shadow Flame bolt, which does a lot of damage. Which, again, seems like consistent. Seems like you can really plan around it pretty well. Where is this monk? He flew all the way back? Okay, we're waiting on this man. I'm waiting for this guy. I'm literally getting some work done in the background here, man. I'm just getting some thumbnails done. Waiting for this man's. Take your time. Monkus, Punchy. Take your time, my guy. I was just confused, like, what's going on? Hope if he needs help, man, we could maybe like run outside and summon you or something. That could work too. But yeah, there's ports in main cities if you need it. Is that something you'd buttman the kill warrior? It is. I was hoping you would maybe use a different event. I was hoping maybe you would have remembered him from a different event, maybe like Huge Buttman that popped off that one time. But yeah. Oh, to be fair, like in the heat of the moment, he thought the Kragar like a DC or stop, but like you're just like, he's getting chased by a warrior. He's just getting clobbered left and right. He sees an opportunity where the warriors stop moving. He finally got a break and get a cast off. He's like, oh, I got my chance. And it's like, at the end you realize, oh wait, he was DC'd kind of deal. So it's not like, I don't think it was trying to be malicious on purpose. Like, yes, that's the same guy. You know what I mean? I like to give people the benefit of the doubt when I can, you know? That's just how I prefer to live my life. Give them a bit of the benefit of the doubt, because usually things have a decent explanation. Okay, well I got this done. Is it here? Nice. Okay, cool. Ready to check. We're here. We're ready. I have no idea how this dungeon is gonna go, by the way. Jake and crew have no idea. So it's a learning experience for all of us. Boys, good luck, have fun. I'm gonna try to play Priest the best I can. I have no idea what the timer is, by the way. Can I hear it? Okay, that's a 1. I literally can't see the numbers. I used to be able to, like, see these numbers on my screen, but right now I cannot. I try to play second plus some raids. It actually doesn't look too terrible, but the AoE, like, there are some like awkward situations where you're trying to do AoE, use your AoE abilities and stuff, and you can't really use them super well. Because it's like there's definitely like a delay. So there's definitely some awkwardness. Sometimes. But there's moments of like glory too. It does seem to do pretty well. Like at least putting like dots on people is pretty easy. Ow, yeah. Like some of these mobs really do hurt. It's a 15 too. Oh, my health. Oh, the bleed. Oh, what was that? Oh, what was that? Why did that hurt so much? Why did that hurt so much? Oh no. Why did that hurt so much? I mean, our damage is kind of okay. Also, the new trinket is nutty. The new trinket is absolutely a nutter. Oh my god, the thing is nuts. It is insane. It is ridiculous. Yeah, also these guys do that leap, and they do a big bleed. I don't know what the bleed is, but apparently it's like really, really hard hitting for one reason or another. For one reason, it just slaps. Just absolutely slams. I think it's these guys that do it, right? The Geomancers? Or is it the Sethrak? There might be Sethrak boys that do that. Every time I do this dungeon, I think it ends after the second boss. I know, it's one of those like weird ones. I think it's something that has to do with the flow of this dungeon, I think. It probably has something to do with the flow. It doesn't really flow super, super well. Like, it's okay as an instance, I guess, but like, definitely weird. Also, I should be using my cooldowns on cooldown, by the way. Like, this thing pretty does a lot of damage right now with the current build of Priest. Also, that beam kind of no longer roots ya. It used to root ya. I like that change. Already liking the changes here. Okay, hopefully we can get Huge Button buffed up. Where's this guy? There we go. That's the one we want to be DPing constantly. Blast him. Demo shot. Oh, that's going to be awful. The fact that we're doing 25% less damage. Oh, disgusting. That's going to be annoying. Yeah, these guys seem to do like a leap, and that leap is dangerous. But I guess the Shadow Priest seems to do pretty okay. That is without the tier set though. So like the tier set versus the Shadow Priest is going to be a little different. Plus, also, I guess it's worth noting we're not pulling a lot of mobs right now. It's only like however many of these things. Ah, I'm dead. Why does these things hit so much? Oh my god. I just died out here for a second. What was that? What was that? Seriously. No. Oh my god, it hurts. Oh my god, that hurts. Oh, these things are pain. Yo, what? Hold on, where's my heal? Jesus, yeah, honestly. These things are rough. Alright, definitely want to wait here. Definitely want to slow down a little. Okay, well, we are taking a very... Okay, that man's just dead. Okay, maybe we do okay here. Maybe another DP, just cleave everything down super hard. Let our ghosties do all the work. We got a tentacle in here too. I want to see if I can interrupt their little demoralizing shout whenever they use it. Because that thing seems to... Yeah, that thing seems to be super annoying. Yeah, I can't really stop that one though. So at least we can stop one demo shot. Because 25% damage reduced, that's going to slow down the whole groups, dude. That could be really, really bad. That barely touched me and almost died. That guy barely tagged me and almost died from that. What? But Priest plays really good, by the way. I'm enjoying this a lot. That was like not a lot of mobs though. But also pulling more than that. Oh, this dungeon seems to be really, really tough, bro. I don't know what to hit here. I think Demo Shout guy, it's gonna be super, super annoying. Okay, I think we do the Demo Shout man, though. I think we do go Demo Shout man or Ravager? I'm on Ravager right now. Probably should be on Demo Shout guy instead. Where is he? Where are you? Beam. Okay, can we give us a bit of heal? Where is he at? Where's the snaky boy? Snaky boy, find him. Took me a second. Do I have anything for him? Silence. I do have a silence. I think I'll save the cooldowns for the next flashback. Touch death is huge. Also, chain lightning is huge. Also, you run into a situation like this is a shadow place, like where I have to dot everything because they don't have a crash. That's awkward. That's just straight up awkward. Gotta see if we can beam everything down for a second. Use all my procs. You did say I have a lot of instant casts as this spec. Also, I think Crony was right about the fact that you don't really need longer DPs. Although I haven't done more damage to those things, like, it's all okay too. There's a couple different ways to play Dalaran Plague. You can either play it for like shorter sanity costs, and it's just like you could use more of them, quantity over quality, or you can go for like stronger. By the way, that bleed hurts. 22,000 physical damage every 2 seconds. Look at your health. You were a tank and just slicing, it's just cutting right through your armor. Look at that. Oh my god, what is killing you? Just the fall? Okay, this guy I kind of sort of remember. Will they buff it? So BM will say nice keys, or will they buff it? I think they are looking to buff some of your talents for BM, but I don't really know if they're looking to do any more than that. They could be. Kind of time will tell situation, yeah. But I don't think they're trying to make BM like bad. I think they want to keep it strong. Generally. Also, there's a couple of mechanics here. I don't remember what they are, but I believe, yeah, so you have to run out and get dispelled, and that's at least a puddle on the ground. Alrighty. I don't remember that as a mechanic at all. Also, he's just doing static surges, just doing damage to all of us. So if you can heal, like, or off heal, that's new. I don't remember him doing that. So now we want to group all these things up. They're literally the same balls that we fought earlier, but you want to kill them next to the boss. That's like the mechanic for this spot. Is you want to kill them next to the boss, so when they explode, they break through the boss's shield. You can kind of see where their AoE circle is at. So you want to try to kill them on top of the boss as best you can. Okay, we got it. Actually pretty well. Actually got it. So now it's the same boss, except he does a frontal now. And maybe something else. He probably does more stuff. Static? Okay, that's gonna hurt a little. Let's have a bit of a shield. Wanna go for more DPs? Hopefully big damage. Okay, so that's a big power load. Oh, that covers a big area. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, well, I'm dead. Unless we disperse. Just hold it. I can't reach him. Can you guys kill him? Can you guys finish it? It's like 2 mil. 2 mil damage. Hold on. Oh, we're dead. Let's heal. Maybe we're okay. We'll live. We'll leave these. Oh god. Oh, you gotta live. You gotta live, bro. Dots are on. 1.2 mil. Oh no. I'm so close. Oh no. Those boss execution's dream. He is, but they did make him quite rough. 40% nature damage. Increase the radius of power field. Yeah, so you really want to run those shields super far out. That, or you want to kill the adds really quickly to limit his shield. The bigger his shield that he had, the bigger power he was able to siphon, the harder everything hits. We only got to 42. That's only 40%. I wonder if you want to stack these and then get them as a spell at the same time and like move them. Good, but you definitely want to run them way out and use mobility to get out. Are you gonna be able to do this? Can you B-res anybody? If you get a B-res, I think a healer. Yeah, probably a healer because the DPS is just gonna die. By the way, the new Grief Torch trinket hits for like 1 million. You guys see this number? You see this BS? That's a new trinket. That's the new Great Torch. It has a bit of mastery, and then blast the boss for a bunch of cosmic damage. Oh god, please live. Oh, you got Word of Glory? You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. So this boss at the very end just seems like pretty easy. Mine's already. Kinda do too, not gonna lie. I kinda do too. See if you can res Whisper. This is way over there. Too dangerous to res? Is it actually? Like the game doesn't let you res? Like you're in combat to res? Keep getting the debuff. Oh, would you be res? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, if you could just normal res this. Can we get? Yeah, there we go. Can we get a normal res? This boss is gonna be fun. The action wasn't that bad. I don't know how the tuning is on a 15, but I think were we a man down the entire time? Might have been a man down from kind of like the get-go. That wasn't too bad though. I didn't think that was too bad. Whenever these other guys get over here, we just gotta wait for everybody. Project Room's Chamber. Yeah, Project Room is gonna be interesting. This raid, one of the things they have is just a massive instance. So we just made it over to the first boss. We still get the second, we still got the third, and then the last. I'm hoping the timer will be generous enough because the checkpoints for this place are brutal. Absolutely brutal. I know you can use professions and stuff to establish checkpoints, but man, that's gonna be like, it's gonna be one of those instances where you really have to like plan ahead. Did Huge pick up the totem by chance? He did. So poison cleanse totem for these frogs is gonna be huge. They pop out a lot of poisons. Try to kite the frogs the best you can, but just get ready with the poison cleansing. Oh, not just through my shadow cross. No. Okay, well we gotta go. We just gotta go. Just gotta go. So that's not the biggest burst here, but there's a lot of mobs. But yeah, these frogs, you can see they're applying poisons on us, and they're gonna continue applying poisons over and over. They're kind of, this is where Mind Steal would have been amazing, by the way. Mind Steal would have been great because look, you can just kind of Mind Steal all of the frogs. Poison cleansing is a must. If you get poisons to like 10 stacks, you're basically just dead. That's a lot of frogs. Oh, Mind Steal. Oh, Mind Steal, please. Mind Steal, where art thou? I actually need you. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, frogs. Also, how are we zapping each other? Or is it someone's trinket? No, we're definitely zapping each other. I think it's these guys. These guys, the shockers. Okay, we're just still kiting. Bob, appreciate it. Hold on, there's so many of them. This is where a Mind Steal would have come in handy. Ah! Okay, we got 4 stacks. Just, you literally just can't even stand still. Literally can't even stand still. Hold on, can I hit him with a halo? Fear? To get him off of me for like a second or two? Mind Steal is a must. Look at this place. I think it's so funny. Like, that's how you're supposed to do the frogs. You don't want to get touched by them at all. Because if you get a bunch of stacks of the poison, you just die. You're just insta-dead. So we're literally just running around. Mind Steal needs a must. Yeah, that's where you pop a bop on the priest. And this is where you would channel Mind Steal, just blasting everything. Shadow Crash as many as you can. And Mind Steal. And there I'm just running circles, dotting things. I guess another thing they maybe could do is at least buff Psychic Ring so it's like giga damage. But man, I would take like soft capped AoE than like I can only hit 8 targets because you feel a little an outlaw, man. When you play outlaw, you press Blade Flare, you can only hit 8 targets, and you're like, all right, 2 wants to do big pull. I'm doing no damage. I don't feel effective. Although without tears, that might change. Chippings of others, let out jail, dying to some frog boys. Honestly, dude, if you played Mr. Pandaria and you've been to Throne of the Thomas Isle, you would have known the frogs are dangerous, man. Frogs are actually just terrifying. I've never been more terrified by an amphibian in my life until I went to Thomas Isle. And that's where you learn. This is where boys become men. This is where you realize the threat you're in. Nature, scary. It's actually, it was unreal back in the day though. Frogs were just giga strong for whatever reason. Also, I love the proxy Shadow Priest. Oh, that felt so good, dude. Just 3 target. That is an advantage of Shadow Priest. 3 target back, you're dominating with that Psychic Link build. But when you pull big, which is gonna happen at the high end, is always gonna happen. That's where you're really gonna be like, man, I miss Seer. I miss Mind Seers. What happened? Okay, we're just getting capped. We're just getting gatted super hard. Okay, Master spell them. Let me maybe go big trinket. Big trinket. This trinket does so much damage. Why? Okay, I think it's the buffs that these guys apply on each other, yeah? Okay, so I'm gonna silence him. I can dispel all of them yet. I can Master spell in a bit here. Give me a second. Master spell now. Here we go. We're chilling. Or not? We're chilling. We're chilling. No, we're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling. Oh, you're taking a lot of damage though, but we're okay. Addons from live. You should be able to, yes. You should just be able to like copy them over in your interface folder for live into your PTR folder, and it should be there. Other than trinket, it's so strong. This thing just Anshu the Cosmic Wanderer. All this trinket is just a mastery static, but you briefly open a pair of gates to the void, and you'll just do a bunch of cosmic damage split amongst enemies, but it does more damage per enemy you hit. So it's like, it's a trinket you want to use on cooldown. It's a 2-minute 30-second CD, but it deals damage equal to like, I guess a little bit better than a Grief Torch, but it's basically the new Grief Torch. Jester in this dungeon, I think Jester's actually going to be pretty good. Just give up on attack it. Yeah, just at least you could run, Rain of Fire the entire time as Jester. So I think here you want to hit the caster, the Ayami, the fiery one. The other guy is going to spawn in ads, which, again, Mind Seer moment. Honestly, I'm actually just going to keep them dotted, and whenever ads come out is when I'm going to do my thing. When I'm going to Shadow Crash him. Until then, I'm just going to keep blasting her, because she doesn't heal. Oh, the subduction. Can I run? Yeah, huge. Cool, and we can just hit him the whole time. So yeah, like there, I had to set up for AoE. And unless I have a Shadow Crash, my damage just go to that window. I can hit the two guys efficiently, but like, waiting and saving Shadow Crash for the ads, when you don't know what the hell is going on in this fight, that's gonna feel super, I feel like unrewarding. Because it's like, man, I should have saved Shadow Crash, but how would you know? How would you have known? Okay, the frog, he has a mechanic where he enrages. We don't have a de-enrage class, so I don't know how we're gonna do this. Bloodlust should have at least, yeah. At least make sure we get all the damage. Okay, trinket, big trinket value, just blast the boss. I'm actually drawing aggro. Hold on, we got a lot of ads incoming. Ads Inc. Never gonna have a bunch of them running to me. Actually, at least 3 of them. Hold on, that's actually huge value right here. Stand here and just blast while cleaving. Okay, that works out. That actually worked out really well. If you got the totem here, huge buttman, this is where you use it, my guy. Puppy defensive. Yeah, this is, if you got a totem for this place with the poison cleansing, that's huge value. I shouldn't have Shadow Crashed. I'm gonna be kicking myself because the ads are gonna spawn in. 20 seconds. Boss, give me 20 seconds. Overwhelming Croak. Okay, now that's where he summons the homies. I just used my abilities, bro. Oh, no. Okay. But they're not going to me. They're going to Totem. They killed the Totem? Huh? Those frogs killed the Totem immediately. What? Okay, he's enraged. He didn't need anything. Did they kill the poison cleanser? No. I think they killed a Totem. I'm not sure which one. Just use Seer? I know, dude. That's what it's like. Just use Seer, bro. It's fine. Just Seer them. They know, dude. They actually killed the totem. These frogs literally went after the totem immediately. There's no way. Okay, that must. I'm gonna hope that's a bug. I'm gonna hope that's a bug. I'm gonna hope that's not them just running and trying to kill a totem. Give him a second. Yeah, we'll just give you a sec. We'll just waddle over there. On the chase. Oh, wait. You gotta wait. Okay, I can at least heal you a little bit here. Whoops. Yeah, it's all good. I can heal you a bit. I can Mazza spell too. Some of these things. Okay, we're pulling extra ads. It's gonna be bad. Big heal here. Maybe off heal you a little. Shadow Crash again. I can't dispel you. You're probably dead. Unless you're okay somehow. Wait, I can MC one of them. I can MC one of these ads, so he can just fight for us. There we go. So at least we can take one of them out of the game for a bit. I'll let him just melt to my dots. Okay, and what we can do is dismiss them. And we can fear them the hell away from me. Get away from me, bro. Execute him. Execute him again. Oh, the Mexicans are so good. You know, ShadowPriest actually plays pretty well. Like, I kind of like this build. Although, I am a little worried about how it's going to play once you get to your set. I really don't mind spamming, like, Mind Spike. It's so weird, but it's... I like it a lot, man. This class actually plays pretty well. It's not terrible. Like, I'm hoping they keep evolving it, but man... Just, like, bring Seer back or something. Or at least give us, like, 2 charges of Shadow Crash to make it so that it dots everything. And just give, like, the whole Psychic Link and dots a bit of, like, a... Just give it a whole mechanic a soft cap. That's it. And we'll be chilling. We'll be golden. We'll be happy. 500,000 with that trinket and damage. Are you serious? I gotta use this thing more often, man. I gotta spam it. I also like playing Dark Ascension. It's been a while since I've got to play Dark Ascension. But the fact that it does so much damage as an insta, oh, it's so nice. Makes the whole, like, every single cast you spend with all the spikes and blasts. Oh, it's so good. I like it. 0 to crashes. And make it so the crash dots everything. Just so you can, like, because you gotta play the whole mechanic of you gotta dot things to cleave them. You might as well make it super convenient so you can, like, just dot everybody at once. 2 crashes would just make it, like, easier in terms of trash packs. Like, okay, I can save one for this trash pack that's dying, and I can have one for the next trash pack. Because you kind of want to just crash on cooldown more or less, because it is good ability. Yeah, there's going to be a dispel mechanic for that one. At least it looks like the wind attack that they did with this Drake. At least it's not as long in CD. Or long in duration. Or not spread like Ignite. I don't know if they could really do the spread Ignite. I think that'll be maybe a lot harder to implement. But like, I guess that could work too. Yeah, that could probably work too. I keep targeting Huge Buttman, but I don't really know if like my macro is set up at all. Let's see if we can get more DPs in here. You're just running from that guy? I think you did aggro him, didn't you? Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can maybe hit him with one of those. Oh, Thunderstorm on me? Just zap this guy real quick. This plays overall like not terrible. It plays pretty good. Like the dots feel like they're pretty impactful too. It just needs like a little bit extra, just a hair bit extra. That's all. But yeah, just going into like a trash pack like this and just pressing Mind Seer just would feel so much more natural. So like, if they are gonna take out Mind Seer, what was good about Mind Seer is the convenience of it. So if they could just like, okay, well we want to change the way you play, but like keep a similar feel of convenience. If they could accomplish that, then again, like they redid Paladin entirely. So they had Paladin just go from one spec to completely another. Like it's not even the same. Look at the Paladin from before and Paladin now with 10.7 version. It's not even the same playstyle. So if they could put the same amount of effort and attention into ShadowPriest, I think it would be golden. But I have very, very few complaints. Good big damage. Didn't crit that time, but it's okay though. Frost Cyclone? Wait, oh yeah, Cyclones. These guys do a lot of Cyclone damage. Wait, she just hurts a lot. She hits really, really hard. Oh, she hurts. Wait, why does she hurt so much? This is painful. Oh, that died. Run out, reset? I want to see if we can run out and reset. Because there is like a cave exit. Wait, is this gonna have like infinite infinite range? Hold on, I'm dying. If I can just run away. Am I gonna die to Hailstorm? Oh, I'm actually out of reach, so she no longer does the frost damage. Is she gonna gap me randomly? She's trying to walk to me. She's struggling though, but I walked out of the reach of like that frost attack she does. I no longer take frost damage. Cracked ice beneath him? Is that what it is? Okay. Okay, cracked ice, yeah. She's still waddling. Did I light a setter? She's still in combat. Okay, she like stopped targeting me. Like as soon as I broke line of sight, she's like stop in place. I'm trying to reset her, guys. It's really difficult. I am trying to reset her. I'm not trying to troll you. I promise you. Okay, she's waddling. She's waddling. Okay, she'll reset. Okay, I'm gonna go back and res ya. Okay, that's a lot of damage in the opener. That is a lot of damage. Yeah, so watch out for the ice that's cracked. We actually can all go and stand behind one ice cube, by the way. We don't have to just stack together. Let's keep stacked so then we have an easier time getting healed by Whisper. Stack together. And we'll just waddle her towards a good icicle, and we'll stand behind that one icicle. We should be okay. And we'll just have like Moo run us to like the good icicles. Like some of them are cracked. I'll just stand behind like next to a good icicle. And we'll just stack together so we can get healed up. That might help us a bit. I'll res you, and I'll get the rest of you. Ice gets cracked from one AoE. Yeah. But we could always like swap over to a fresh icicle afterwards. We don't have to be all behind separate icicles. We can just pick one and stack together next to one. Stack together for easy healing. Keep a boss near and a good icicle, and move for her circle mechanic. Cool. Yeah, simple stuff. Yeah, I'm all in one. Yeah, all in one. So like this one is cracked, this one is cracked, this one is cracked, this one is okay, and so is this one. So we got two that are good. Two icicles that are good. You can even see like there's a little shimmer around them. So we should keep her by this one and start here and just go behind this one, and we'll be good. Big blaster, hopefully. I'm gonna use Void Torrent outside of my stuff. Also, Cyclones, dodge that. If we can. It actually doesn't seem like it does a lot of damage at all. Doesn't seem like it hits really well that hard. Yep. Oh, that's cracked. That's cracked. We're dead. We're dead. That one cracked somehow. I think is it the frontal that cracks him? Yeah, so that icicle cracked. It was good. I think I cracked. Yeah, I didn't know that. Is it the frontal that she does that cracked it? Because the polar winds is something that not polar winds. Hailstorm, ice boulder, avalanche, frost shock. Frost Cyclone, that's the one. Cohesion conjures a frost cyclone which barrels towards the direction of an enemy. The cyclone inflicts physical damage and knocks players caught in the area. The cyclone additionally damages boulders. Okay, so cyclone damages boulders. So we gotta bait cyclone away from boulder, then get behind one quickly when she does hailstorm. Wait, are we doing the skippy? Is this the skip? We have the skip? I didn't realize we have a skip. That is so good. I didn't realize we have a skip for this place. Oh, that is so cool. Okay, so I guess they added skips. That, or maybe you need to unlock it from engineering before. I didn't even realize. Yes, frontal can crack it. Okay, so we basically got a bait away. It is a professional lock. Is it not? I thought it was. I never had the skip for this place. I swear to God, I never had skip. It's only been to... I guess I don't go to Alts of Infusion ever. So that tells you a little bit about how well I do with this. Also, don't you do herbalism stuff here with infused mushroom? Infused mushroom. Yeah, herbalism. Cures application of poison disease. There's not a lot of poison effects in the game though, is it? Oh, next season's gonna be lit, dude. I'm excited, man. Trigger's amazing. Oh yeah, from this place, yes. But also check out this one. Anshu is gonna be the next Grief Torch. It is nuts. Yeah. So bait away from ice, then run to ice. We'll start out at this one. Green is good ice, but bait away from green. We'll stand. Yeah. Bait red. Yeah, bait red or bait just bait away from green. Green. I can't spell. Can bait. Yeah, just away from green. Yeah. Pulling with trinket. Go for it. I'm just gonna put some dots on her real quickly and try to see if I can maybe get a wood torrent real quick. I just need a DP. Yeah, here we go. Oh, that killed us immediately. Can we res? We gotta res. Or just die? Oh yeah, I can send you the ice cube. Yeah. I think that's what happened. Yeah, okay, so it's gonna be a little bit of like learning. This whole instance is gonna be a bit of a learning curve. Yeah, I forgot that part. Stay away from cracked ice. When it erupts, it does big AoE. Okay, everybody's learning. Everybody's learning what this instance does. Learn early, chat. So when this dungeon comes in, you can also, like us, yell at everybody that doesn't know what's going on. Okay, I want to see the skip. I want to be actually like present for it. So we go to the right. These doors. So I always thought it was the skip on the left, like you need to activate this limited immortality device. I thought that's what you had to activate to get the skip. But I guess there's one here instead. So this takes you on the right. Okay, so that's how you go to the drainage. So left is going to take you to the frog, and I guess the right is going to take you to the final boss. So they do have a skip for this. Oh, it's so nice. It is still a long run, but at least I have a skip for this place. That is really, really nice. I had no idea. I played too much heroic for this. Yeah, I haven't, dude, I don't play caster. Casters run this place without one trinket. The first boss trinket, this guy. It's the Iridius Fragment. That's really good for casters. It's a 3-minute cooldown, which ends up with some of the 3-minute CDs. Like a Pit Lord would line up with that pretty well. Probably would line up. Mages can line it up as well. Like Arcane, Frost, and Fire can do it because they have cooldown reduction, but it sinks anyway. And I think Evoker also uses it just for like the raw mastery and the damage that it offers during their Dragon Rage window. Dude, I kind of like this place. It's actually not bad. Like, we're running into issues with the third boss, but like, it's a learning experience for everybody. But I think once people learn how to do it properly, it's a fun fight. It's actually not that bad at all. There's definitely a specific mechanic of how you want to do it, and it feels somewhat like fair to a degree. Bait towards the wall because the red. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about it completely. Bait near the ones that's already cracked, I guess. No, not really. You want to bait away. Because if an ice that's cracked explodes, it does frost damage to everybody near it. So you don't really want to bait into those. You just want to bait away from a safe ice. And so left one is cracked, right one is fine. So we just want to keep the green one. And what's cool about this fight is I think like icicles and the position where they are, the start position is always the same. But I don't know if it's like that every time she does her circle phases, if like there's a good icicle. So you can like learn to fight and be in a good right spot ahead of time. But you might be able to. I'm ready. Just gonna go open her. I was gonna say, if that didn't connect, I would have been mad. I'm in a bad spot, aren't I? I feel like I'm in a bad spot. Okay, Cyclone. We're good. We are Gucci. What's time to lag? That's where we want to get safe. Cool. So now we need to find another good icicle. After she does her big AoE circle thing. So now she's gonna do the big AoE circle. That's where you just dodge it and just do mechanics. Big dodges don't get hit. There's no reason to get hit here. Now we have good icicle over here. This is a good icicle. Also, one behind her is a good icicle too. Oh, you can see where she's aiming the cyclone. She's aiming at a player. Good, we dodged it. So now we can do the hailstorm and we're chilling over here. We're fine. We need a little bit of healing. We're doing group healing. But otherwise, we're good. Look. And now we can put her in the middle so we can do the dodgy. She is doing a lot of damage though. Like her mechanic is doing quite a bit of damage. So we got a good icicle here. Want to kind of see if we can bait it away. Yep. Want to see if we can bait it away. Hopefully it doesn't go on that guy over there. That's what, huge buttman? Okay, she's on me. Sorta. Nice. So now we have a good icicle. We got a good one here. Look, it's actually pretty simple of a fight. It's really not that bad, except we are dying. We are gonna need some healing. Lay on hands is an ability. Probably if you have to. I have a VT coming back up. Vampiric Embrace. So we have Vampiric. Dodging, 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 dodging. Big dodgers. So if you're not sure, just big dodgers. There's a lot of damage going on in this fight. So we got icicle over here. Axe is not super safe, but that other one we're next to is pretty safe. We got two, in fact. Okay, so that's gonna be this way. So that can hit you multiple times in a row. You just keep getting hit constantly. Or no, I just got Frost Shock. No, she just throws a Frost Shock at me. Yeah, not much you can do. Look at us, dude. We're so good at this game. Lots of downtime. There's quite a bit of downtime, yeah, but it's like you gotta be positional ahead of time. But yeah, super easy fight once you know how to do it. Actually cool fight. Farmed her. Easy, dude. Probably not overtuned, but because we scaled down. Because you have less HP. Yeah, it could be that too. But it's not that bad of a fight. We are going to be limited what we can do with 410, but it's not badly tuned. Like you were in the right place, still die. So I was in the right place, but I didn't move at the right time. So I gotta dodge the actual like tornado. Like when she aims at me, that's so I can start moving immediately, I think. That's something I should have done, I think, off the bat. So that is my fault still. Part of them just boring. Yeah, this water one is just like dodging water. I will agree with you. It's not super... It can be frustrating, if anything. It's definitely more frustrating than most spots in this place. Wait, what? He just reset? Oh, they'll just reset over there. Okay. That's cool. Because we're kind of evading for a moment. I do agree with you, though. It's definitely not the most exciting part of the instance. It's just like a gauntlet. But like you're constantly dodging. And drawing aggro. In my case. Willing to buy a Mind Seer here, because I'm just having to redot everything while also having to move. If I could just stand still for a second and just Mind Seer for good seconds. Also, there's a lot of DN rage effects here. Ton of them. Trying to see if I can interrupt these guys whenever I can. Just to stop their deliverance with the spawn little ads. You might just have to res. Just have to run back huge. It's just a gauntlet and we're just pulling. Just so we can get through as quickly as we can. I don't even know how I'm supposed to focus on, honestly. Like, do I just focus this guy because they do Refreshing Tides? Actually, Mind Games. Because Refreshing Tides is probably a heal, isn't it? That'll probably be big value. But yeah, this is just like, this just feels kind of messy. At least we got the mini boss now. Because if we get past her very quickly, we'll be fine. Just gotta watch out for AoE. Yeah, the whole dodging thing. I think maybe they should reduce the frequency of the waves. But maybe make them go by quicker. Because they go super slowly and they're just like constantly rolling, constantly going in. It should just be a big wave that you see and then just like zooms right past you. Just like a big wall. Like, let's just like make it, okay, dodge and then get it over with, maybe. Dodge and then you're good for a little bit of time. But yeah, this is definitely going to be the annoying part. Especially if tanks just go flying in the water. At least a Demon Hunter can catch themselves. You know, Warrior can leap back on. Like a Paladin, you're just flying. Bear, maybe you can charge back real quickly, but mostly just flying back. You're gone. Ah, come on, I could try to swap over. At least if there was a pattern to these things, they're just randomly going on the right every time. Do they go like where the boss is? Or the mini boss? Some drone aggro, shield. Yeah, that just was long. That was just long. It's easier on a melee though, I feel like, this whole mechanic here. So Dead Shaman, it isn't a Dead Shaman. We're using a toy where we can basically look as whatever race we want to. It just changes the appearance. Like, I'm normally not a Night Elf on this thing, I'm usually a Blood Elf. That's an Undead Paladin. It's an awesome toy. It's a recalibrator. You can pick one up over in the auction house. It's an engineering toy. But anybody can pick it up and use it. Pretty nice. It's a small circle AoE to start. Yeah, it's a small circle, I guess. But it's whatever. So this guy is, it's a lot of like AoE and running and... How do we even go about explaining it? Movement and stuff. This is the best I can do. Why am I so bad at this? How do you explain this boss, honestly? Boss over 2.5, normal and mythic. Okay. Dodge stuff. Dodge stuff. Puddles move. Water moves. Water moves. It's so cryptic to say like that. Water moves. They have no idea what that means. But that's about... Oh... At least water droplets are going to move around. Oh, they gave them at least an actual AoE circle around them so you can tell where they are. Because that didn't used to be there. That did not used to be there. So I can tell where the hell these things are. Okay, there's also waves now. That's annoying. Can I do this quick enough? Ah! Oh, that's gonna suck as a Shadow Priest. You got so much cast ability to you now. Ugh. Rogue waves just moving around. Water bad. Water very, 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 very bad. Okay, so eventually we are gonna be flung over to different areas. So dodge and run. Dodge and run. Dodge importantly. Okay, dodge important. I can't speak. I can't spell either. We dodge these. Oh, I'm gonna play safe. Yeah, any mobility skills you have will be helpful. Okay, we should be fine. Okay, we made it. Now we just pull all the ads and we kill them. Like, the mechanics of this whole place are not terrible by themselves. I just feel like you need to make them, like, the fights and the little, like, interactions just need to be made a little bit fair. That's all. They just need to make them a little bit more fair and a little bit more, like, predetermined so it doesn't feel like you're just getting screwed over by random mechanics. That's all. But otherwise, I like this place. Like, I like the scale of it all. Fear? You can't fear him. Huge. Now we can fight the boss. Like, by itself, this fight is not that bad, in my opinion. It's just like there are some parts that don't really feel super fair or super, like, explicit in terms of, like, mechanics. Like, if you tell me it's like the specificity of what a mechanic is, or at least like show it rather than tell it, then I think it could be like, okay, so that's the mechanics, then I can play around it. That's fine. Like second boss, I actually like it. I actually generally like the second boss. Not bad. We didn't time it, but hey. First time running Hall so far though. I've actually enjoyed this place. I actually like it quite a bit. That was fun. That was actually fun. You can literally do nothing on Destro, just run around, literally. Yeah, on Destro it's a little bit different. Imagine Destro Warlock has some abilities. True, on Destro, yeah. That's the biggest nightmare for Destro, I swear. Yeah, for sure. Mr. Dalaran, you guys doing forward, or if you're adding Quake into the equation, almost some adding to Grievous? Yeah, if you add the Grievous on top of some of these mechanics, I think there's definitely some like question of scaling for this instance. I think the scaling may be a little off. It's not terrible though, but yeah, when you add some of those affixes, like imagine adding volcanic or storming. Imagine adding storming to that platform where you get knocked around. Storming on top of the waves. Or storming when you're trying to bait the boss and the ice mechanics. You get hit by wind, she throws another wind at you, you get knocked over to an icicle, icicle explodes. I'm in Stormwind, or Silvermoon. Okay, I thought I'd be on Ogremor or Valdrakkar or something. But yeah, like, it can definitely turn into a cluster. Not in a good way. But I actually liked it. Like, generally it's not bad. What do you do, Frostmage? I'm Paladin. I gotta do Pally, man. I gotta get Pally done. You like Bracken Hide? I've done bracket hide. Bracket hide is not bad. I'm off for a BGG. Whisper is done for the night already. I'm a log monk S. Okay. So you're gonna do monk? We can do that. Yeah, we can do paladin. We could do bracket hide if you guys want to see that. Bracket hide's a little kind of okay. I think bracket hide is just a slightly bit overtuned though. I'd be down to the bracket hide. Bracket paladin. We could do bracket pala. Bracket pala seems like a proper combo. We could do bracket hide maybe like 15 non-fortified, just because some of the mobs in bracket hide are, they're gonna one shot no matter whether you have them fortified or not. So I'm thinking maybe like ease it a little bit, keep it at 15 or whatever, but maybe don't do fortified, just for the sake of like testing, having fun with it, playing pala. But some mobs are gonna one shot no matter what you do. Fortified, no fortified, 10, 15, 20. There's a tree man that just one bangs. It's terrifying. Guys, my sanity. Do you want to do bracket hide, Jake, or do you want to do another dungeon? Because if you really don't want to do bracket hide, I'm down to do something else. I don't want to run Pally though. I don't want to run Pally. I guess we could do what, Underrot, right? Or Nelth. That's overtuned. Nelth is so overtuned. Those dudes that throw hockey pucks at you, and they're just absolute monsters. It is ridiculous. I've seen how overtuned bracket hide is. Uldaman? We could do Uldaman. Okay, we could do Uldaman. How does that sound, chat? Uldaman. Should we do Uldaman? Can't do Vortex yet. That's not available for testing as of this moment. But hopefully it'll be available next week. How about Uldaman, boys? A good old Ulda. A good old Uldaman. Underrod would be awesome. It's not bad, Underrod. It's just... It's not a terrible dungeon. It does have some performance issues at the very beginning. Like, in terms of like, not even like fights, but like... It just tanks people's FPS at the very beginning. But I think I also did that BFA too. That or maybe a setting that I haven't enabled for that place. Uldaman sounds good. I kind of want to do Uldaman. I haven't done Uldaman in a while. Exciting as I thought it would be. I don't know what it is. Like, I ran it with guildies and it worked okay. It's actually kind of alright. Like, it's not that bad of a dungeon. I think people are worried about the dungeon, but I think it's not going to be nearly as bad. Lagging. Hold on. Frame dropping. Hold on a second, hold on. Dropping frames. But we should be steady now. Chat, are we back? We were dropping some frames really bad for a second there, but we should have stabilized by now. Are we back? Are we good to go, boys? What server are we on, Dala? It doesn't matter what server we're on, you can join us either way. I am on Broxigar mostly, but I think most people are Anastarian. We're back? Cool. Most people are Anastarian. I am on Broxigar. For you to join us for PTR, I would just make a character on Anastarian, just because that's where a lot of people do the raid testing. So if you want to join for raid testing in the future, being on Anastarian early does help a lot. I think you will enjoy that, and it'll probably make it a little bit easier. But yeah. But to join us on PTR testing, you don't need to be on the same server as we are. At least for now. Do I have the Palantir set? I have the new one. Do I have the old one? Oh, I might have sold the old one. Alright, so walking in... Oh, prot. Okay, so walking into this one, no red pally, no tier. Should I copy another pally over maybe? Did I sell? I think I sold the tier. So we're going to no tier. Just no bonus at all. We're just gonna man mode it, no bonus. It'll work. It'll be fine. So what talent did that one pally run? I kind of want to do this. He ran Final Rec, but I kind of want to run the Wake of Ashes combo. Because Final Rec is good, but I kind of want to run this. So we have every 2 seconds your Divine Storm does more damage. We could probably go Tempest, honestly. That'll be stronger. Final Verdict is fine. So Justice is okay, but I think probably want to do Blade. And apparently want to do this. He ran Vanguard's Justice. It's an increase if you have a greater judgment, take 20% more damage. You want to swap it over, I think. Oh, it's only 1 point now. Oh. Okay. But let me try that again. Let's try that again. We want to put that here, take 2 points out of here. Okay. Then we want to make this cleave. So put that here. Then we want to do... Do I want to do anything else? I kind of want to just do zealots. Doesn't matter, actually. The zealot doesn't seem like it would be as important. And we got the searing light, so then we have abilities that deal radiant damage, which is to call down explosion of holy fire, dealing radiant damage to all enemies, leaving consecration in its wake. I want to see if that works out, and I want to try Divine Hammer, see if that does any damage at all. Just to see and try it. I have no idea if it would be good or not. So I'll make the Uldaman. At least you could port to Uldaman. Here's we're lacking in the halls. You were fine, honestly. You were doing okay. Healing was fine. That place is weird. Like, once you started sacking for the second boss, like, it just played into the master. That made it a lot easier. I didn't realize the boss does like, a lot of, like, frost damage. Like, constant ticking frost damage. I didn't realize it was, like, going to be that more involved for the healer. But now we know. Yeah, so that hammer, I'm going to see how that works. Maybe that'll be good. Maybe it won't be good. Who knows? But it does radiant damage, so I'm hoping maybe it'll be good. Wait, what? I still have this thing? Okay, that needs to be that. The paladin used the bottom right town, pretty sure. He didn't, but I want to try this because it just so that when you deal radiant damage, you have a chance to call down consecration. Consecration is periodic damage, which is going to do more damage. Then we have enemies hit by divine storm will take more damage from hammers and consecration. So I'm hoping that maybe that'll end up working pretty well. But I could maybe like remove it and then go for final wreck. But I want to try because they do a lot of radiant damage. Lots of abilities do radiant damage. Like this does Holy Strike, but also it should do radiant damage. Okay, we'll do this. We'll do final wreck just to make it easier. Just so we can go big giga AoE. We'll just do that. We'll do what he's running. I want to run something different. So we got Celia. I got Altharius here. How does it have that? Legacy a tier. I'll just make it 15. We want, or is that fine to? I think Legacy a tier. Fortified will probably play okay. So we're gonna do fortified. Okay, let me list it. Jake, let me know if you want to join in. Plus 15, Ulduman plus 15. Port. Here we go. And we'll see if that works. If you go final wreck, you want the bottom challenge too. Bottom challenge with final wreck. Final wreck grants you holy power, or this one, the duration. Because what would I swap out for that then? I guess you could take out Seething Flames. But I want to try like full radiant damage. I thought it'd be really fun. Potato, I like that. You want to see a 20 bracket later? I want to see 20. I probably wouldn't be able to do it tonight, but maybe like next week. Oh, actually, if you want to see 20 bracket, we did run it with Guildies. Thursday. There should be a stream, Thursday stream where we did some dungeons. No, raid testing. Yeah, it was raid testing stream Thursday. We actually did 20 bracket. I think I'll definitely would want to run some bracket hide next week. Holy power. Okay, we'll pick up the holy power for it. We'll drop Seething Flames for holy power. That'll be fine. And we'll do that. And hopefully that'll be everything we need. Am I missing anything? I think I'm okay, right? Yeah, I think we're fine. I think now we're chilling. I should put 1 point into Blessed Champion. But I don't know where I'm going to take it out of. Take points out of somewhere for Blessed. I think it'll be fine. Cleaving 2 targets instead of 4. It'll be okay. We're not always going to be fighting like multiple mobs. I think you expect to play. It's up to you. Like with build for Palio or with spec? Okay, we are showing up. I was going to say, like, I was wondering if we were showing up. There is a 20 bracket hide. There is a 20. It's still going to be the New Plus. Yes, Camille, it's going to be part of the New Pluses. It's going to be Freehold. It's going to be... So it's going to be the 4 dungeons of Dragonflight. There are going to be the Altharius, Halls of Infusions, Bracket Hide, and Uldaman Legacy a tier. And it's also going to be Freehold, Underrot from Battle for Azeroth, Natharian's Lair from Legion, and Vortex Pinnacle from Cataclysm. Although Vortex is not available for testing as of today. That Heavenly Blood Drake, is that from up? That's actually from, I think that's from getting a certain amount of mounts, isn't it? Heavenly. Lord of Rains, yeah, it's some mount achievement. It's a mount achievement. Lord of Rains. Lord of Rain. Can't spell Rains. Obtain 300 mounts. Usable by single character, and you get Azure Cloud Serpent. It's pretty neat. I'm not a mount guy, but apparently I did get enough. I'm not a mount guy, but apparently I am. Underrat's probably real diff. If you played it, it's not that bad. Underrat is not bad at all. It plays very similarly. The mechanics are all the same. The first boss, the ad is grippable and CCable to some degree. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that, but you could grip it, which I don't think you could do it back in the day. I think you just had to cleave them. But you can now, with a DK, just grip them close and just interrupt them. It makes it so much easier. But the rest of the fights are exactly the same. They're not really all that difficult. Like the bosses with Underrod just need to be done a very specific way, but otherwise they're pretty easy to do. And that still holds true. We're gonna need... What do we grab? Smokey? We could grab Smokey. He was in our keys last time, yeah? We'll grab Smokey, man. Had a lot of fun with Smokey. Now we just need a healer, boys. Now we just healer. Mantra, I would have loved to grab you. I'm gonna grab my man Smokey. He was in the last one. Give this man another chance. Hey. Need a healer would be good to go. Monk set looks pretty good. The monk set on Vapera? Oh, look at how the set. You have the helm. Oh, you made it season 2? Oh, that's so good. Wait, that's actually great. I love that you can just upgrade items and just make him season 2. Can I get my healer? Yeah, more than welcome to him. It doesn't matter what your item level or IO. You're more than welcome to join us, my guy. The dungeons scale you up, so even if you have the green gear, if you just want to try a healer, grab your tier set, grab a trinket, you'll be fine, you'll be chilling. I should go and pick up the new trinket though, shouldn't I? Because that thing seemed like a lot of damage done with that thing. That thing just seemed insane. It's on a whole nother level. Dude, so far this season looks super exciting, man. I'm excited. Like, this dungeon is so fresh. Off the bat, I felt like, you know what, doing like a seasonal thing where you'll get one half the dungeons and then old dungeons, and then second season you'll get another half the dungeons and then old dungeons. That's gonna make it feel like, oh, you haven't done these dungeons like Nelth at all, you haven't done Ultimate at all, and it's gonna feel like a fresh experience. You've done them on Heroic, you've done them on Mythic, but you haven't done them on Mythic Plus, so it's like not having to go back to the same set of dungeons. I think it's gonna feel refreshing as hell. Andy Brews has been making Brewmaster look better than it actually is, using the coral chicken from BFA because it scales in PTR. No, dude, no. No, wait. Do you have a coral? Do you have a coral? The crit one? The crit coral? Because coral was insane back in the day. Or no, the other coral. You mean like the other coral, right? The heal tanky coral. Can you do plus 20 ingredients? Yes, you can, because it all scales up. It all scales upwards. But that's funny, man. I didn't realize he was using it. I do know that back in Shadowlands, like people were using green gear and old dungeon gear because it's all scaled up. People were having like gear with multiple sockets on them, and all of it scaled. It was weird. Auxiliary is bad, and it's going to probably get more value from executions as well, or Siren Light. You think so, Arthur? Chat, Arthur is saying that maybe Divine Auxiliary is not as good as Searing Light. Should we try Searing Light? Because I want to try, who said it? It's somebody in chat that said they should try Auxiliary. Because it's probably good, but like Atherman, the Pally main, is saying probably won't be as good. Also, Yada, if you want to join us, the group is waiting. It'll be Oldemon plus 15 Ford, hosted by Dal Palladino. When I see you, write in chat who you are, and I can get you in this group immediately. It'll take me no more than a second to invite you, my man. You can also be Alliance, by the way. No gear required. If you just want to hop on, join in, more than welcome to. Or if you want to pick up your tier set, if you're one of the classes that has those available right now, you can. And chop around, find a trinket you like. There's some new ones they added. Some new raid trinkets. One of them is really, really busted. It's ridiculously good. And it's a mastery trinket, so technically anyone can use it. It's a mastery trinket, so every class can roll for it. It's from the raid. It's so good. It's ridiculous. It's actually insane. Just need a healer, boys. It'll be good to go. So we had a little blip on the stream. I wonder what that was about. Need to download real quick? Go for it, my guy. For sure. If we get somebody, you know what? I'll give it, let's do 5 minutes, and I'll just give it some time to download it. Yeah, I'll just give it some time to download it. We'll give it 5. We'll see how it goes. If, let's say, it's taking a little bit longer, and we got somebody on set up and ready to go, maybe we can grab them, but I'll give you a chance, my man. I'll give you a chance. We'll see what ASUS says here in a second. Because I'm down to try different Palatons, but I don't know what like will be good. But I'm down to try stuff. I'm trying to experiment here. I'm down to give it a good old run. From our chat the other day, I think I'm going to go my HPL Season 2 for sure. And it wasn't even on my radar for main. Were you playing the melee build, by the way? Melee healer build? Or were you just playing like a normal healer? I'm glad you like it, Cry. That's awesome. What'd you think about the tier set, by the way? You like it? You think you can play with it? Holy Strike is more focused on single target. Radiant damage is focused towards on AoE. Oh, okay. So you're saying maybe pick up Serum Light? Because I was thinking Serum Light for like the consecration chance and random holy fire damage, just to see like how often it procs. Because I'm interested. Melee. I like melee wings too. I think that could be really, really good. Urchin, that's the one. Urchin, dude. That's it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Because when you said Coral Circuit, I was thinking either the Coral, the DPS one, where you plug it into the boss and you can take it out to get crit. You literally plug it in like a SD drive or something and rip it out. Or the other one, those are Coral Circuit for tanks. Everybody called it Coral also. Some people did call it Urchin, but most people just, it's all Corals. So do I just move all my add-ons over from Midder? Yes, you just copy them. You make sure to copy them, and you open up PTR for add-ons for PTR. Go to interface, and then just copy them over. And then if you're in, you can literally do it while you're in the game. So you're in the game, plug them in, shove them in there, do /reload, and it should work. Some may be broken because they're not set up for 10.1. They're set up for 10.05 or 10.07 maybe, but most of them should work. Like Details was just fine. Although I think I'm using an outdated version of Details from like alpha and beta, so I'm sure like the current Details also works too. You know, so I got an even older version that works just fine. Is I guess the main important part here. So I do want to grab a new trinket here. Let's grab this thing. Another trinket we can pick up, chat, is we can try one of the new ones that like a paladin could do. Paladin can get your area effects, spells, and abilities have a chance to grant you strength. During this time, you take more damage. I want to try this new one, maybe. Yeah, let's do it. I want to see if it's any good. Because maybe it'll have like a really high proc rate. Oh, okay, that'll be fine. I'll try the new stuff. Yada, let me know if you're ready, my guy. Because we did get a man right here. Divine Hammer feels underwhelming. Consider your blade potential is twice damage. Okay, I'm going to do what you tell me and just go Consecration then. Consecration Divine Storm and deal radiant damage, ability to deal 1 damage. Okay, we'll just go Consecrate Blades. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do your way, Atham. We'll do it your way. Go ahead, invite him. I'll go next. Okay, we'll get him in. Make sure it's set to Mythic. And we'll be good, I think. Got him. Beautiful. Grab a couple of Versa pots. And we should be good. Ooh. Yo, they're gonna need to add a vendor like this, dude. They're gonna need to add a port that takes you straight to the instance from Valdraken. Imagine having to fly all the way to like Stormwind or Booty Bay, and then you're flying all the way there. They should have done Halls of Valor like a port straight to Halls. They should have definitely done a... I'm afraid to click the... Oh, it goes up there. I was gonna say, like, I thought maybe this portal goes like in a wall somewhere. I was like, I'm afraid to click it. Where is this gonna go? No. What is this? Tome? Can I use this in the dungeon? Is this a thing? Oh my god. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm fine with that. Hell yeah. How do I join? You can join us with over in LFG. So we're on PTR right now. If you copy character to PTR, when the group is available, you can just join us and find us in LFG. We'll be listed in the normal section for LFG for dungeons. So you'll find the groups in pre-made, dungeons, you'll have to find a group, and we will be normally listed. We just filled, we got a 5-man, but that's normally how you join in. Pallet Chicken is good, I think. Yeah? Okay, I'll give it a go. That's the one I was using while healing. This one or this one? Does this give you intellect? That's kind of cool to have the class-specific trinkets. Air effect spells and abilities. So I guess you drop in concentration and you get them procs constantly. Can't believe Guardian Suicide did 30 million healing. It is a good set, man. It does a lot of healing. Like, it's healing on a tank can be sometimes weird because it doesn't let you like mitigate damage. But healing when it's in high numbers like this, and as it scales with like the damage you take, that's pretty good. We inside. Inside. Port in Storm or Val to dungeon. I don't know if this guy's flying all the way here. He is! Is he? Where's this man? He's in burning where? Burning Ascent. Oh, he's over here. Oh, he's having to fly all the way from there. Okay, so we're waiting on him. Or no, we can port. Warlock. Can we get a closet? Yeah, lock summon. I forgot about that. We literally have a guy to port him in here. It gives me int. Okay, so it does change. Awesome. Paladin looks nice in game. I do agree. Paladin looks really nice in game. I think Priest has a really cool tier, but the Paladin is not as bad. I like it. It gives me like Divinity vibes. Not a little Divinity, but more like Dragon Age vibes. Like the Paladins of Dragon Age, that whole franchise. And a little bit of like Space Marine from 40k, sorta. Ready, check. Alrighty, boys. This will be fun. So do we swap out auxiliary for searing? I want to kind of try searing. Atta says it'll be better, he thinks. I want to try see how often it procs. And now's the time to check it. Where's the instance thing? Okay. Ready, check. Oh, countdown. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Me? 2, 1. Up. 3 butts on the class for sure. Big 40k vibes. It does have a bit of 40k, yeah. I think it looks great. Like, yeah, there's going to be a bit of like Pally envy to Priest because Priest got a really cool set. But this is not a bad set. So you can actually interact with this while in the Mythic Plus. And you can read a book, and now we get movement speed. That's kind of cool. I don't hate it. That's a lot of mobs. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Also, Affliction Warlock popping off. Affliction Warlock popping off. I didn't realize this man was Affliction. What is this? What is this? Wait a second. This man is insane. Hey, this is actually so good. Hold on. Big cleave. Oh, I have a second defensive. I need to apply them a bar somewhere. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh god. Oh lord, we're just dead. Oh, it's the thorns they do. That's what it is. It's the thorns mechanic they do. I forgot about that. I wish I had my tier set here, man. What is these lines? What is that? I'm sorry? What was that? That was weird. Hold on, where's my other defensive? Divine Protection, there it is. Not having Divine Protection while bars felt weird. Okay, we got Divine Protection. Big damage, hopefully. Bunch of damage to everything. Oh, now we're popping off, man. Now we're just popping off. What do you say, Arthur? 5% from haste. Oh, yeah, I probably should have done that, honestly. I should have done that. You're right. But looking good, not gonna lie. I don't even got my tier set. Like, I not even got my, what's it? Season 1 tier set, which I do have on my character. But dude, the damage we're doing. Oh, that procs a lot, actually. Searing Light procking. Okay. So hopefully we get to do stuff here, yeah? Okay, we'll just AoE. We'll just keep AoEing. Do we have Lust? We have the Lusted apparently. Smoke dead. Hold on, I can get Smokey up. Smokey. Here we go. I got you, guy. I got you, buddy. Don't you worry. Yas, gotcha. No worries. We'll just keep cleaving as much as we can. Dude, Affliction War like popping off. This guy's just a monster. Is this the Euro Affliction, bro? Oh my god. Also, Judgment cleaving to other people is insane, by the way. Wait, are we line sighting him? Oh. We were LOSing. I guess you don't even need to kill him, do you? They gotta get to like 10%. Okay, that's not bad. So you don't even actually kill him. Just get him to 10% and they're done. Dude, Affliction's popping off. What is this man running? He doesn't even get his tier set. Do you have your Season 1 tier? You do. Oh, he's like got Amos with the blue and everything. Okay. This man's got gear. Sorta. Okay, big damage hopefully. Big AoE. Judgment for days. Big cleave hopefully. And hopefully Blades of Justice will do work here. Oh my god, Paladin. Oh my god, bro. The fact that that cleaves for so much is a... Why does it hit so hard? Oh, that hit cleaves. Oh, that cleaves. Oh, brother. Oh my... What do I even press with this class? I feel like I have constantly something to press. I always have a button to press. That is intense. Judgment generates through holy power. Okay, this is a lot, man. This is a lot to get into. This is a lot to take in. I'm not gonna lie. Oh god. You may just have to run back. Also, what are these beams? Who's using that ability? Who is that? Okay, that's one of our trinkets apparently. Don't know whose. Maybe the Warlock. Devastation back, baby. Wait, is that TD? Is that what you use in Twilight Dev, basically? What is that? Is it Dread Ray? Okay, it must be a trinket. Okay, I'll take a look at it afterwards. I'll look at it after. Yo, that Crusader Strike combo ability is awesome. I feel like I have constant abilities that can just keep spamming. That is intense. This class is so good. We got everybody? Okay, for some reason I thought we were missing a guy. I probably should have saved a lot of this, shouldn't I? Yeah, I probably should have saved. We got ads now. They need to be interrupted. That'll undecided. Can't really do much here with the ads. We can pop a darkness and maybe line aside him a little bit. We should be killing the totem too. Yeah, let's just kill this thing. Focus it down. Because this wing will stun everything around us. I'm gonna bubble. Good. At least we did kill it. Now we're just getting overwhelmed though. We're just getting overran. The boss at least is not like doing anything. I guess it's that. Okay, so just an ad management fight, I think, honestly. Just ad management and then turn to the totem whenever you get a chance. Having wings on a minute cooldown, by the way, helps a ton here. Let me see if I can use the trinket on the totem. Maybe it'll do a bunch of damage. Does a lot, actually. Does quite a bit. Trying to kill it. Beautiful. And we got ads. Warlock popping out, by the way. I'm trying to see if I can do more damage to that man. I'm struggling, bro. I am struggling to do more damage than that guy. This guy's just absolutely dominating. He's a blaster. Oh, someone died and I got wings. Oh my god. Okay. Hold on a second. Alright, we just kill him here. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yo, I want to see what this guy does. What is this? Is Malefic Rapture? This guy's insane. Agony? That does a lot of damage now. Is this 7-7? 10-01 right now. 10-01. Seed, Drain, Corruption, Grim Reach. So he's playing the AoE Cleave. Dark Glare Pet with a Vile Taint, Grimoire Sacrifice. That is very unusual, but this man is doing damage. What is your build? You gotta be running the new talents, right? Okay, I'm gonna guess he is, dude. I'm just gonna keep going. Atho, I feel like I have way too many abilities to press as a paladin. What do I do? I have so many. There's cooldowns. What are they? Paladin no longer has a cooldown. You always have stuff up all the time. I never have any downtime anymore. What do you do with this? What do I do with all this? How do you play this now? I'm so used to Paladin being gimped. Now you're not gimped anymore. You're doing stuff constantly. Okay, would it be nice to see Shield of Vengeance? Oh, health. Oh, health. Would be nice to see Shield of Vengeance not be on a global cooldown, though. I will say that. I will say that. Would be nice not to have that on global cooldown. But otherwise, everything's good. Is red as hectic as it is on live? Feels good to play. It feels much better to play. It is more hectic to a degree where I feel like I have so many things to... Okay, so you can adjust the playstyle a ton. You can have 2 charges of Blade of Justice. You can have Justice with a shorter cooldown now. You can have Tempest Verdict, which is fine. You can have Judgment generate Holy Power. Judgments can also cleave extra targets. You have Crusader Strike that turns to another Crusader Strike that does more damage. Also generates resources. I basically never run out of buttons to press. Ever. I always have a button to press right now as a paladin. It is kind of intense. There's never downtime with a spec anymore. You're always pressing stuff. So in terms of like rotation, it's super active. Super active. You're constantly doing stuff. And it feels great. Are we gonna have to pull extra? We might. Trying to see if we can pull these guys over. Oh. Yeah, that guy did a lot of damage just now. So Paladin feels amazing to play. It just feels insanely good to play. But it is a lot going on all at once. It is definitely a lot going on. And I don't really know how to handle all of it, to be honest. Because I don't really know what you're supposed to do, what your rotation should be like. It just feels a little overwhelming in that regard. Like, there's always something to press, always something to do. And I don't know what takes priority anymore. Where normally you take stuff in terms of like, oh, what has high uptime, what has low uptime? Okay, so now it's like you take stuff that has a long cooldown. You probably want to use it as early as possible, or short cooldown use first, then long cooldown after. Right now, everything has a fairly short cooldown and it's pretty readily available. It feels amazing. Now it feels like every ability has like use it in different situations. It's good. It's really good. Playing Tempo Strikes. I am playing the yeah, Tempo Strikes. I have. I don't know if you just spam that now in AoE. Like, does that take priority over everything else? I have no clue. So I'm gonna throw Judgment on this guy really early, just so we can clear his stacks really quick. Also, this boss does a lot of damage, so just be ready for it. Stones on this boss are also amazing. Roll, you rolled into it. Oh no. Leg sweep, Hodge, all these things are super helpful here. Rogues with cheap shots of kidneys are gonna be insane too. Okay, so what I can do is I can stun him. I keep an orb next to him. Yeah, I think we end up getting kind of weird there just now. Running through the orbs again. Yeah, we just keep stunning this boss, but he keeps getting a buff though. Doesn't he? Get him out for some reason. I think the boss is actually going stronger. I literally can see his buffs or debuffs. See mine. Not the bosses. We're just getting stunned over and over. What is even happening with this boss? Okay, we might die. Because he's getting a little stronger, little by little. The fact that I was able to use wings twice in this boss feels fantastic, by the way. My damage against the Warlock, though, is a little all over the place. Just gonna bubble. I feel like I'm taking a lot of damage right now. Focus having a hard time bringing me back up to speed. All we want to really do with the boss is we don't want to stun him. We just want to stun him before the empowerment mechanic. That's all we really want to do. But yeah. I just have no idea what you're supposed to press. Tempo Strikes does a lot of damage, by the way. Slash does a ton. Even the strike ability does a ton as well. Blind him for a second. Use my trinket. Hopefully be able to AoE everybody down here really quickly. Got a lot of AoE damage in this thing. Judgment. Lots of resources from that. It just resources are not a problem anymore for Paladin, it feels like. And it's kind of fantastic. You feel like you're constantly able to play the game. You don't have downtime. You don't gotta wait. Like, you know how at Death Knight you sometimes have to wait until Obliterate's back off cooldown or whatever? Or not off cooldown, but like you get the resources for it. Don't gotta do none of that. Pally ignores all that completely. You are a class that constantly gets to play the game now. You don't have downtime at all. Stun this. Beautiful. I do have a final wreck here to line up. It feels great. And plus main Pally Raid don't really care about it. Yeah, Burning Pally, they are nerfing them a little bit in damage. But the playstyle itself is good. And I wonder like if there will be like opportunity for them to shine. I'm hoping they don't like over nerf him, man. Like you just change the playstyle completely. It feels great to play in terms of like this the rotation itself. Like forget about the numbers. Just forget about numbers. Does it feel good to play? My thought process is yes, this feels great to play. Can I give him? There we go. If I throw them a Hand of Freedom, they actually get to remove the curse mechanic off of them as well. I have so many stacks of Crusader Strike, bro. Can never get rid of it fast enough. I have one of these. Also, defensively, Paladin feels amazing. Because you got Shield of Vengeance, you got the Divine Protection now. It feels great because you got a defensive like 30% DR or 20% DR. And then it was like, oh, 30%. It is 30%. And then you got a shield on top of it. It's so good. It is so good. Oh my goodness. Alright. Potato, I can maybe give you a Hand of Freedom and maybe sack. That's about all I can do for you. Good luck, friend. I got nothing for these spiders though. Not for a second here. Okay, wings are up. Now they should be dead, hopefully. There's a lot of Blades of Justice too. That just generates quite a bit of holy power and resets constantly. Oh my god. Isn't there a thing I can track with here? I thought there was from like mining perspective. Plus many raid don't really care about it. How does it feel? Mainly good in decent PvE? Yes, for PvE it feels decent. I'm just hoping the damage will be there though. Like it looks like the 1007 version may be just 5% weaker, which is not exactly what we want for Paladins. We don't want them to be in a bad spot. But I'm hoping they'll just like be a little bit more measured with some of the nerfs and stuff. You know? I'm hoping they don't like make it super overbearing. I guess the best way to put it. I just want to press Crusader Strikes over and over. Is that higher priority now? As an ability? Because it just seems to do a lot of damage. Like a ton of damage. Ah, I'm dead. Okay, I may need a B-res. Does anybody got one? Ezekias? Maybe? We don't have a B-res for a while. No, I'm just on the floor. Oh no, he's also dead. Oh, we may just have to go again. Okay, so that was me getting hit by an orb. That's gonna be part of this boss. That was me doing bad. But this boss, I think, is not gonna be bad for Oldemon. This seems like one of the easy ones. I do wonder what the fire damage is gonna be like, because that's like the only part that constant taking fire damage could be bad for healers. Man, I didn't read it all. Didn't read at all. I'm currently playing tank PvE, but I want a DPS. Any combination I prefer melee. Is it like any melee that's good, decent for PvE, and plus mainly raid don't really care about it. Oh, Luso, for melee, I think you asked me that before, didn't you? I think I said Rogue is good, Demon Hunter is good for Mythic Pluses. Yeah, Rogue is good, Demon Hunter is pretty good generally as a melee, Warrior's pretty decent too. But yeah, Rogue and Demon Hunter generally seem to be like the stronger specs. Yeah, sorry about that, man. But I think you asked me that question before though, didn't I? I think I answered the same thing. Have 1 point in Blessed Champion talent, you're trolling. Blessed Champion? Oh, which one is that? Blessed Champion. Vanguard, Blessed. 1 point, yeah. I probably should have 2. But like I just didn't what else would I take it out of? I can't really think of like what else I could do. I don't really have a lot of stuff to work with. Check the talent further, there are quite some talents that are wrong or others simply better. Are you saying Blessed Champion is bad? I thought that'd be pretty good. Is it maybe this one that's not great? Maybe this one? I kind of picked like what looked good. Do we still have skips? We just have Skippy. Beta. What does this take you? Oh, literally third boss room. Okay, cool. Or fourth boss, technically? Technically? Yeah, listen, sorry about that, my man. Don't think the Affliction Rogues have gone through PTR yet. That's probably true. That's probably true. But honestly, like, I don't even know if he's doing, like, super overbearing damage or anything like that. Like, his damage seems to be fine, in my opinion. Then again, maybe I'm just, like, biased here. Okay, dodging. Hey, did you guys know that this mechanic, this boss room, you have to dodge the balls or you'll die? The fire damage you take is actually quite a bit, huh? Oh god, yeah. Whatever you can do for self-heal, yeah, definitely do it. Wait, is the healing through Living Flame? I think it's actually healing with Living Flame. We don't have a healer anymore. It's a little bit of a cluster. Like, maybe we can... But okay. I ran into that one. That's my fault. Man, sorry chat. I try to keep up with everything I can as best I can. Also, the new Holy Power bar animation looks so good. It does look great, JD. They changed that for Holy Power Paladin. They changed common points for Rogue, common point for Feral. Like, even the Feral and the Rogue common points are different. Whereas Feral is like a little claw mark that you see appear. For Rogue, it's just like a little swirl, and then a common point appears. They're also more responsive. They're better than the current ones we have. Because it almost seems like they're running... Like, it seems like... They almost like run like a weak aura. Like, weak auras will tell you stuff before the game can really truly display it. And like the new ones, like for Rogue, it feels so much more responsive, just to tell you exactly how many common points are at compared to all the other stuff. Also, Jake, I don't think we need to be moving the boss super far. I don't know, like, because maybe you do, but it didn't look like you need to move the boss super far all over the place. Like, as long as you're like doing little dodges and it's like maybe like keeping the frontal towards the center. Like, we should be able to dodge the rest of it, I think. We could kind of spread. As long as we're dodging the orbs, we'll be mostly okay. They are a little bit difficult to see, though. I do hope they maybe give them like a different color scheme. Like a blue. A blue on top of the gold would be much, much easier to figure out, honestly. Or like any other color scheme. Because like it's orange on top of yellow. Like, maybe I'm like colorblind or something, but like it just feels a little bit like difficult to tell. But maybe I'm the only one. What? Again! It was right in front of me. My brain, please. My eyeball, please. Ezequias, please carry us through this and be-res me if you can, por favor. Okay. I literally just said like, hey, they're really difficult to see. And then I just sprinted. I honestly thought I was clear. I thought I had a beeline to go to the thing. I did not think I was running through anything at all. So that actually took me by surprise. Can we get him a Beres? Oh, he's doing his rotation. He's going through his go. At least he's a lot better at dodging these things than I am. Oh, they don't even need me. They're just gonna kill this guy. Yeah, I hope... Okay, I'm gonna add this. Can we make the orbs this in this boss fight not orange? Hard to see with orange blending with bronze yellow floor. Feedback. Yeah, I don't know if maybe we could do blue, right? And maybe we give it like a blue flame effect or something. Then again, it's one of those things where I literally just didn't use my eyeballs. But I wonder if like other people will run into the same problem, or if it's just me. You're literally because the orb is saying like this. Dude, okay, Atha, come on, please. I know what I did wrong, man. I get it. Okay, I get it. I did not mean to run into it. I swear, I'm telling you, I swear I thought I was in the clear. I swear I had a beeline. That's why I rushed in headstrong. I'm not stupid, man. Come on, dude. I'm a CE. I'm a cutting edge raider. I've killed bosses. I know my class. I know mechanics. I try. I try. Honestly, chat, I know what I'm doing. I'm just doing these for stream clips. I'm just farming stream clips. I'm farming attention out of that. Because you get a lot of good attention on moments like these. Hold on, I need to sack this man just to make sure he's okay. I should be using sacrifice a lot more often though. I'm using tempo slash a lot more often and it seems to do a lot of damage. Maybe that's what I should have been doing, is just tempo slash build. Just prioritize that ability above all. Maybe that's a play, honestly. I mean, Unshoot did a lot of damage, but tempo slash does a lot. And it's only hitting 2 targets too. Okay, I want to be a little careful with my AoE. Honestly, I might just bop myself here. Or bubble. I'll bubble. I'll give you freedom so I can cleanse the thing. Cleanse you, my child. Yeah, that Warlock pipes, man. I love it. Demon Hunter wearing Secure Vault Ring. Is he actually? I haven't looked. Wait. Wait, you got Secure Vault Ring from, Is he get Secure Vault Ring from... on 10.1 PTR? Hold on, let me look at him. Oh, he is! Is it any good? Vasseline Stone, Flame Lingering Stone. I actually want to take a look at his damage after this. I want to see if it's any good. Because I haven't seen anybody use a stone on PTR. The 10.01 PTR at least. I've seen people use stones on 10.07. But I haven't seen anybody go to like 10.01 PTR. Or 10.07. Oh no, 10.1. What am I doing? What am I talking about? Be able to get a Concentrator Consecration here in a second. Beautiful. That's a lot of damage taken. But looks like we're okay. Big heal by Evoker. What's up? What is saying about the end room? Oh, they don't have the stun anymore. You don't have the RP. Oh, no way, dude. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's a good change. See, now how normally you do this boss mini thing here, chat? And then you go out here and there's an RP with the dragon or whatever. They removed the RP entirely. Good guy Blizz, man. What a move. What a Chad move. Okay, I can only get one of you guys with the judgment thing. But, or movement speed with hand freedom, but I got the other one. Even the boss? Oh, that's so good. No RP? Dude, that's so good for Miracle Plus? Hell yeah. So you can get through the instance very, very quickly. I do like how there's a narrative break in that part of the instance normally, though. I think it's kind of just nice to just, like, chill for a bit. But yeah, when you're doing this as a Mythic Plus, like, being able just to go is very, very useful. Very much better that way, honestly. So yeah, Arthur, what would you change? Because I got 2 points. I don't have that cleave with the, what's it called? I don't have the cleave. 4-target cleave with Crusading Strikes. What would you play instead? Like, what would you swap out so you can get second point onto that? Or would you not run Crusading Strikes at all? Because I feel like Crusading Strikes does a lot of damage. Like, the amount of cleave it offers is pretty decent. At least it feels pretty decent. What's up, Coggle Sater, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, bud? Mage Season 2 Dragonflight Cheers bonus reviewed. Okay, I was thinking maybe there was something new. But WoW had started doing the reviews of tier sets, which is kind of good. I think I should be able to pop cooldowns here, yeah? Oh yeah, he's gonna be Haze Steel, Spell Steel Mechanic. Okay, so at least we can remove it. Definitely gonna have to find a way to, like, remove the mechanic, like with cleanses, I guess. Because that haste reduction is gonna be brutal. These mobs just literally make a class play, like, sluggish. It's brutal, man. Oh, maybe we gotta interrupt it? That's probably what we gotta do, is interrupt it. Oh, no, it's these guys that steal it too, don't they? Yeah, he just keeps stealing it. And that's a dot that he puts up on you as well. So massive spell. Oh, it's gonna be huge. But am I dying? I am dying. Oh, we're all dying. Yo, Kraken, my man. Thanks so much, Mark. I appreciate you. Vibes? Yo. Is that a new YouTube sticker thing? Yo. I'm dead. We gotta answer crack in the chat, boys. My goodness, my man. Thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate you. Hashtag Kraken boys showing appreciation for the wonderful, beautiful donor. Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much, my man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You gotta accept. Okay, beautiful. Oh yeah, flashlight is an instant, but you can't cast it constantly. I think it's better for combat purposes, but like just be able to stand there and cast a couple of times. I mean, that's super helpful. Do you want the big pull? The big one? Alright, hold on. Okay. Big AoE, mad AoE, judgment on everything, potion used. I'll take it. I'm gonna die. We need a dispel. Big time. Okay, maybe we're just one guy alive. Maybe we'll be okay. Maybe we'll be fine. God, that ability does so much. Everything does so much damage on this thing. This class is insane. I love it. You play D4? Dude, I did play D4. It's so good. So far, I've liked the beta. I definitely want to play the next big open beta, and makes me want to play that game. I've never been an ARPG kind of guy, but it makes me want to play ARPGs, man. Makes me want to get into Diablo. Bratward is getting nerfed, potentially knocked to the top 10-1. So what's getting nerfed for Warriors, by the way? Or are you asking, are they getting nerfed or potentially knocked off? They're getting a different tier set, but that's about it as far as I understand, like what's new of them. I don't think they're actually getting nerfed though, but I could be wrong. Maybe they are. Maybe they will at some point in the future build, but I don't think they've touched them yet. So if they're planning on it, they'll probably do it later. How do I trinket top the image that pull? Yo, that trinket is good, dude. It's big. It's a lot of damage. I didn't even get to use mine. A trinket is very, very, very good. Trinket is what some would call very good. Okay, I don't really remember this boss, but then again, who does? Trinket use real quick. Big blaster. Ow! That hurts. Wait, he actually hurts a lot. Wait, boss actually hurt. At least we can heal ourselves insta. So that's nice. We can spend a global. Heal ourselves very, very quickly. Time flow, so we want to pick up haste buffs. So we want to drag the boss. You want to make sure we drag the boss as much as you can. Yeah, you want to drag him. Drag him in a good spot so we can stand and get the haste buff. That's going to be fun, I think, the haste buff with the damage. It's going to be like heal us. Damage dealers do damage. It's going to be a nice little dichotomy. I can do this. Wait, can I just... Oh, Hand of Freedom! I'm so useful! I think... Oh, I'm dying, though. That Hand of Freedom... That blessing sacrifice is killing me. Oh, okay. Oh, you went that way. Alright, I guess I'll go with you. Oh, as long as I don't get hit by Sandy Breath. Sandy Breath is no good time. Okay, I don't have much of a defensive lay on hands. That's all I can do for myself. Shield of Vengeance. Try and do as much damage as I can, man. We have a B-res, actually. See if we can B-res real quickly. Okay, heal myself. B-res real quickly. I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! Oh, come on! Okay, Smoke, you have to come back and you have to do this for us, my guy. You gotta be a res. You better just heal. Just focus on survivability. Use defenses early. You got this, I believe. I believe. Use that ring from 1007, Secure ring. Utilize it. Rewind time flow. Just be careful. This guy, is he actually healing? Okay, so I want to see what this guy's healing with. Okay. That's what I'm gonna say, chat, is okay. This man better keep himself alive. Potato? You're good. You're fine. Okay, that's a lot of sand. So we do want to make sure we clear the sand whenever he does the time flow thing. We definitely want to make sure we do the sand thing. Okay, time flow, bathe yourself in this stuff. But also have a defensive. Bathe yourself, because you don't want to clear it, because there's going to be a lot of sand on the floor. Oh, please tell me we have no damage here. Please tell me we got enough. Okay, we did do a pretty big clear. That's kind of nice. I like Prop Warrior in SL because they weren't that good. Yeah, right now Prop Warrior is really, really good. They're just like over-reliable. Although Protection Paladin has gotten a lot better. A lot better. Okay, 3 mil. We guys can do it, right? Again, just keep yourselves healthy. Use defenses. All good. I think when this healer has less targets to heal, he does a lot better with it. Like a lot better with it. Okay, big time flow stuff. The tank at the very least can go and soak up the time flow. Because he can take the damage and he'll be okay. Healer, as long as he was fine. Yeah, the Demon Hunter got Summon also got meta, so he's chilling, got plenty of healing, plenty of leech. Less than a mil. We're fine, right, chat? We're totally fine. Just like the bottom of the barrel specs, more satisfying. Yeah, I do agree with you on that. But it's kind of nice, like having Protection Warrior go from like bottom of the barrel to like actually playable and actually usable. I do like it. The fact that they actually made them better. At the end of the day, I think most people would like to play and have their main be in a good spot than not in a good spot. But yeah. I do agree with you. There's definitely something about playing an underdog that's like super enjoyable for me as well. Yeah. So chat, you guys might have noticed this, but this guy is healing through Living Flame. As an evoker, if your top heal is Living Flame, you're playing it wrong. I know you're probably thinking, but why? What's wrong with Healing Flame? Look, Living Flame, it heals you and does damage. It's super universal. It's actually the least efficient healing ability of the whole entire evoker toolkit. The least. This is like the last ditch effort. Everything, your Verdant Embrace, your Emerald, your Spirit Bloom, your Reversion, your Dream Breath, all these things should be a lot higher in healing. A lot higher. This is like dead last ability when you got nothing else going on. Now it's just stop heal throughout the entire instance. Yeah. You don't, this guy, it's an interesting playstyle, but I did feel like some parts, like, I feel like the healing is a little bit behind. That or maybe we're taking a lot of damage. But now I'm starting to think, yeah, I think the healing may have been a little behind. Like here, Reversion and all that stuff, like Reversion definitely should be on top. Oh, why is it so big? Looks like one of these things. Oh, Echo? Oh, it's Brood Keeper. Nope. Blossom. Blossom is doing weird stuff. Yeah, like, it's just... Like, he did fine. We did get through the dungeon. I think we even timed it too, but I could be wrong on that. Living Flame is like spam and regrowth on Druid. Yeah, it's not efficient. Like, if you're... Yeah, it's exactly the same way. If you're spamming... Like, as a Druid, when you're stuck and all you're doing is regrowthing, that should be a last-ditch effort. You've already spent everything, and you got nothing else in the tank, and you're just trying to keep a guy alive. It's like the emergency healing. All the other abilities, from your empowerment abilities, all of your echoes, all of that stuff should be priority every single time, and the only time you're pressing Living Flame is to damage an enemy. There is a mechanic where every time you press Living Flame, there's a chance you can get a Essence Burst, where your next Essence ability costs no Essence, but you're meant to damage the enemy because it'll give you back mana when you do that. So then you're not losing mana, you're just doing damage and you generate Essence Burst, and you use Essence Burst in order to heal your allies with echoes or blooms or whatever. I mean, the Demon Hunter twice now as a Guardian and Brew. Maybe the guy's just new to Demon Hunter, you know what I mean? It's just trying stuff out, trying to build, trying some stuff, trying the tier set. I don't blame him. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, like I've been in those situations where I go into a dungeon, I'm doing not a lot of damage, but that's okay. I'm not here to like judge. I do want to know if your rings did like... Okay, so the rings did proc. I was wondering, like, I didn't see the rings proccing at all. Do the proc an AoE maybe? Hold on, where do we have a lot of big AoE? There was some AoE stuff here, yeah? There was some boss stuff here. Yeah, a couple of here. Yeah, that was a ring that proc, so that did damage sometimes. Maybe it's the ring is just super outdated, like, for the dungeons. Or maybe it doesn't scale super well, because it doesn't have stats. Could be that. Blades of Justice loses light playing Hour of War, so it just takes Swift Justice. Righteous Cause? Wait, Blades of Justice. Light of Justice. What's Light of Justice? Oh. Really? Holy Blade over improved Blade of Justice. Oh, I guess that would make sense actually. Yeah, because I feel like I am super bogged down with a lot of stuff that I can press. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, that would probably feel a little bit better because I feel like having 2 charges of Blade of Justice is just a lot. It's overwhelming a bit. Okay, that's cool. Thank you, Atha. Brewmaster's fun. Want to try that on hanging out the edge of a living flame? Yeah. I'll heal you next time. I'll just play someone that that I can like comfortably heal you with. That was weird though. Yeah, I mean, technically it's a healing playstyle for Evoker, but again, like it's one of those abilities that's deceptive. Like if you don't play a lot of Evoker, it's generally like the last ability you ever want to press. It's the first ability the game introduces to you, but it's the last ability in terms of efficiency for healing. You basically want to burn through all of your empowerment abilities, hell, even Fire Breath. It doesn't do healing, but it actually can if you're talented right. So you burn through everything, then you spend all your resources, then it's actually even better just to start using cooldowns on people, and then you'll Living Flame if you got nothing else to heal them with. But yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird one. I guess it's deceptive. It's just deceptive. But most new Evoker players probably started off healing with Living Flame because that's what the game teaches them, and then introduces empowerment abilities. But then it doesn't really do a good job of delineating that, hey, you know the Living Flame ability, it is much weaker than empowerment abilities. I feel like the game could maybe do a better tutorial like, hey, empowerment abilities are big good, use them immediately. And then, hey, this ability's cooldowns, use them immediately. But also it's one of those things like you'll learn in your journey through Evoker. But I can totally see somebody like leveling through dungeons and using the Living Flame to heal, and they're like, I guess that's what I've been doing this entire time. And then that's so learned, it's hard to unlearn it. But they did say like the class is supposed to be a bit more of a high skill cap, so maybe it's not supposed to hold your hand through like the learning, you know, sequence of it. Or it's more like hands off when you're kind of just like blundering, but that's fine. But yeah, I do wonder if that could maybe be like adjusted, so it's like maybe like a tutorial. Hey, Evoker, Living Flame, priority at first, but it's mostly for damage. Wait, one Forge Storm did more than Bonus Brew? Forge Storm did more than Bonus Brew? You mean overall? It did do a lot of damage. Look at this thing. Look at Forge Storm. What about in Trash Fights? How did that do? So there it did okay. Pretty good. Oh, that wasn't really there. Pretty good there. Yeah, Forge Storm I think is a pretty must-have for Brewmaster. That seems like a good weapon. It doesn't proc all the time though, by the looks of it. Like there didn't proc much. There procced a little bit. There procced a little. And here procced a bit. Maybe it's the amount of mobs you're fighting. So maybe like in big packs it's like really, really strong. But it's like a low proc chance. Could only have one? Yeah, that's how they balance it. But it's a good weapon. Definitely worth picking up. Sag? Yeah, it's okay though. It's a good weapon either way. Forgot my set of Norbos, FML. All good, all good. Yeah, I didn't even have a tier in this one. I feel like my damage would have probably been a lot higher if I actually had tier. Because like our damage was fantastic. That Temple Slash is so good. Searing Light procs a lot, so I'm kind of glad I tried it. That procs a lot more than I expected it to. At least on AoE, it seems to be pretty big value. On single target, it's kind of whatever. Here in AoE, procs quite a bit. And then back to single target is just whatever. It's really just an AoE ability. Here it proc quite a bit too. So I think it's just the damage is decent, but it really just benefits in huge AoE. Like here on boss fight, it did pretty good Bromog, but he has a lot of ads though, so yeah, no, it's value. It's a value talent. It's only good in like bad or really bad in tyrannical, I think. Like pure tyrannical, small dungeon situations. But like as long as it hits more than one guy, it seems to do a lot. 26 minutes of shuffle, do you think a tier set is good? Maybe, you know what I mean? I do wonder what the new tier set is going to be like for you guys. Like overall. Like, is it better for kicks? Because I don't even know if you're running kicks. Right in Sun, Blackout kick. Like, how much damage does that do overall, though? You know? Because here, Blackout kick, noticeable. That's a big AoE stuff. That is noticeable. Then boss fight. Yeah, this guy. Blackout kick, Rising Sun kick. Yes, it's up there. It's doing better. Blackout kicks in AoE, I think, are going to be a lot more... that's pretty noticeable, Blackout kick. Yeah. That's pretty good. And it's just constant shuffle. What's weird about the Monk tier set is it doesn't address, like, magic survivability. It's only, like, physical survivability. But I guess it's, like, a nice little offset. Hey, physical damage, don't worry, you're going to be dodging it a lot. You're going to be dodging a lot more and dealing with it easier. So I guess like it's offset, so you don't have to worry about physical, but magical, it doesn't play into magical at all with that tier. Like if I can right click, yeah. For some reason I can't right click through here. Yeah, like blackout kick does more damage, have a 10% chance to not reset elusive brawl stacks. Ryan second grants elusive brawler when you dodge damage and when you dodge damage and crit, it'd be like blackout kick or Ryan second increased by 5. But like how often do you dodge? That's a question. Is that like you can track maybe? Is that trackable? Is it? Hold on, they have like avoidance thing here, don't they? Melee, dodge, 19. Oh, so they do have like dodges. Okay, so like let's do like this trash pack. You dodge 28 times. But it doesn't really have like the aura, right? Does it? Elusive brawler. 60% uptime, I mean that's pretty good. It's up a lot. But you only dodge in like, it doesn't say how many abilities you dodged, I guess. It says dodge 28. Period 4. I just wonder how much damage you avoided. You know what I mean? With dodges. It doesn't really like say. Not really. What about this trash pack? There's a lot of mobs here too. Or Sentinel? Yeah, Sentinel was pretty small. Bromok. You dodged 29 times. But like how much damage does that avoid? You know? I wish it would tell you. Like dodge avoided this amount of damage. Either way. It's like Windwalker Monk is here based around auto attacks. Dude, the Monk what's here for Windwalker is gonna be weird. It could be good if it's like really good damage, but it's so weird because you don't really auto. I mean, you auto like technically Windwalker Monks do auto attack quite quickly. Like you attack fast. Like your jabs are quick, but you don't even auto attack while Fist of Fury is channeling. So it's like weird. Your auto attacks literally turn off during Fist of Fury. So I don't know how it's gonna work. I have no idea. I'm not using any abilities I can see this auto. I guess. Yeah, no, you can still Blackout Kick and Rising Sun. Like you can auto during those, but like during Fist of Fury, you just don't auto. So I'm hoping they account for it. But like, do you just ignore? Like it all depends on the proc rate. Like if it's consistent enough that I guess it's okay, but it's just such a weird one to have a tier tied around auto attacks, you know? Like Unholy DK tier kind of ties around auto attacks, so it's all about them doom procs, sudden doom procs. Feral Druid is around auto attacks, which is like they surprisingly attack fast enough, so it probably should proc enough. But like it's such a weird tier to tie it around autos, you know? I think it's gonna be unusual, but like if it procs, it procs. Although with Feral Druid, I don't really know if that really causes you to play a different playstyle at all. Like maybe just more haste. I rarely lose cheese, so I rarely auto attack. True. True. It's gonna be different though, like because your uptime and your positionals on a boss is like it's gonna be super important that you never miss an auto attack. So like if let's say you're fighting a boss for whatever reason, let's say you're doing mechanics. Let me show you. Sometimes you're doing mechanics in a dungeon or like a raid instance better. Raids in particular. Let's say you're fighting a boss. And normally you want to sit like behind the boss, right? So you don't miss any of your attacks, don't get parried. And your auto attacks have a chance to get missed, to get parried, to get dodged, and you use them a lot. When you attack the boss from the front, you're more likely to get parried. So like your positionals, you'll always want to make sure you're behind the boss to reduce it so you get more value from a tier, because when you're in front of the boss because sometimes you do have to stack and you're facing the boss where the tank is because you're kind of limited in your movement, you have to auto attack him to the face. So I'm wondering if like long term, you send out a lot of autos. So there's a good chance you'll end up getting more value than not for your tier. But like there's gonna be moments where you're just getting parried and dodged with the autos and you can be like, could have been a tier proc. Right there. Could have been a tier proc. When like let's say 10% or 5% of your auto attacks get dodged or parried by the boss, you're like, you're just losing value in your tier, it feels like. You know? It's weird. When they bring Chi back to Brewmaster Mistweaver, I don't think they ever will, but I don't think that would help Mistweaver or Brewmaster if you brought back Chi. I think the current playstyle they got not being limited by Chi like that, I think it's better for them right now. I think for Windwalkers Chi works, but having Chi tied around like being able to use all your big abilities immediately as a Mistweaver or Brewmaster, I think it's good. Not having to ramp up with them using resources is also good for them. It just makes it easier because then as a healer, as a tank, you feel like you have immediate answers that you don't have to get a resource for. No, I'm a bot. I didn't even have 45 brew bars. Did you even have spectator 4 brew? I can't even tell. Hold on. Doesn't let me like right click. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Hold on. Oh my god. I'm sure there's like a wipe or two where it's like you were fine and you died. You probably could think of like at least one of those. Like, oh yeah, I probably could have forwarded that. Was it when you were Snaky Boys and almost slamming him with bleeds? And we had to cut him a little. I think there was one time like after the first boss, head into the second boss. The ruining the fun class who plays Shadow, Mindseer, Monk with Tier, Pally. Well, personally, I love the palette changes. Palette changes are good. We played Shadow Priest early, Danny. They actually feel pretty good to play. Let me hop on the Shadow Priest because you ran halls of Infusion. It's actually pretty fun. I do hope they keep adjusting them. So what I think they need to do is they need to make it so that if they remove Mindseer, fine. But they need to make the AoE playstyle of Shadow Priest better. Me and a guildie of mine talked about what they could do with Shadow Priest. He thinks that one, they should give Shadow Crush a second charge. So you can always like maintain dots and people AoE. What I propose is to make so that Shadow Crush applies dots to everybody. And 3, make it so that Psychic Link works for all mobs, but it's soft cap, so you can just AoE much easier. You won't need Mindseer. You'll have 2 charges of Shadow Crash. You can dot everybody, and Mindseer affects everybody, and that'll be fine. Just to make it easier. Find Spectral Charger Diablo 4 beta. Spectral mounts at Diablo 4. People found where it is. Currently not available for beta testing. Learning locations now will save players time when Diablo 4 launches. The hood is lemon collected. People already finding locations of where mount is located in. Okay. There it is. So much for WoW news, right? Diablo stuff. But yeah, like we did the dungeon and it doesn't show like overall. I guess if I do this, you can see the overall. But like the damages are fantastic on this thing. You do a lot. That's a trinket, by the way. So let's not worry about that. That's also a trinket right here. But like the damage is good. I played like a non-tier build and it does a lot. It's really, really strong. It has good single target, great AoE. It's just the AoE like cleaving mobs when you're pulling like more than just 8. It gets awkward. Like Halls of Infusion does not have a lot of big pulls, so you're not really gonna notice it. But like doing an Algathar size pull, Mindseer is amazing there. Plus Mindseer is a nice little filler ability. Like Devouring Plague does okay. It just, they need to make it easy for you to be able to put up dots. Because that's what I think I like about Mindseer is it's easy to use. You can just put a couple dots and then you're searing as a filler and you're constantly cleaving things evenly. And you got Auspicious Spirits attacking people from sear. And it just is the ease of use. And if they want to keep Shadow Priest a casty, cleavy, make it easy to cleave, easy to dot people, easy to refresh those dots. That's it. No Mindseer, which is predominantly AoE damage, that'll completely change Shadow Crash. Largely able to play dots. Yeah, I think what they should do is they should do this. Give Shadow Crash a second charge with this Whispering Shadows. Make it so the Shadow Crash applies dots to everybody. They can give Vampiric Embrace and Shadow Ward Death a soft cap where it does reduce damage beyond 5 targets, 6 targets, 8 targets, whatever you want to do. So you could spread dots, but then kind of limit their value because you can kind of dot only a certain amount of people. So you can still have an effect in AoE. Limit the amount of damage Shadow Bursts do beyond 5 targets or whatever. And then take Psychic Link and make it also damage reduce beyond like 5 targets or whatever. And just let you dot things easily and you can go into rotation quickly. Dots, cleave, and you won't even need Mindseer. Because like, Mindseer is so good because it's easy to get into and it does good AoE damage. But if they want to replace it with Psychic Link, I think it could work. You just got to make the whole dotting everybody easier. Because otherwise you're going to run into a situation where you do an Algathar pull and you're going to target a guy, VT. Or you're going to Shadow Crash, get a target dotted, and you're going to go target VT, target VT, target VT, dot U, dot U, dot U, dot U, dot U, dot U. And by the time you're done dotting everything, you're like, now I can start using Psychic Link. I don't think they really want you to do that for Psychic Link. They want you to like dot 8 targets and then cleave. And just don't think about it, just play. Just start playing the game there. But a lot of Shadow Priests like that they're going to high-end keys where things are going to live for a while, you are going to want to dot everything. And that's just going to be like tedious. So if what's Mind Seer was great is you store Shadow Crash and you're like, I dotted a couple of guys, that's fine. It's okay, I can Mind Seer the rest of them, right? I can start playing and Mind Searing and then doing second target and Mind Searing, and I'll have Cleave, I have Mind Seer, and it all works. Because Mind Seer made up the difference for like cleaving everybody else, but Psychic Link still did a lot of damage to like the 8 targets you hit. And it worked fine. It was great. It was awesome. And you don't have to feel like I have to dot everything, because like, yeah, you could, but like you're gonna get them with Mind Seer anyway. It was easier. So if they want to take Mind Seer out, I'm fine with it. Give Shadow Crash second charge, make him dot everything, and you can limit the effect of Psychic Link and your dots and your Suspicious Spirits with like a soft cap. I was having a pass out about the build Mythic Plus Council. I was reaching 100k DPS, but the end of it was the music. So like the playstyle, like it's dated with 8 target packs right now in Shadow Priest, doing DP instead of Mind Seer, it feels fine. A lot of the trash packs we went into, like Shadow Priest was not struggling at all. 8 targets, 6 targets, 5 targets, you're fine without Mind Seer. It plays just fine with the Mind Seer. Psychic Link is a little more effective. Every ability that's insta goes into Psychic Link. So like Shadow Word Death procs, your Mind Spike Insanities, your Mind Blast, your Torrents, anything that isn't your dots, cleaves. So it's really, really, really good. So right now it plays fine, the damage is fine, it doesn't feel that bad whatsoever. You're just not having to channel. In fact, you're more mobile because you're not having to like sit there and channel a Flay, a Mind Seer. This is what a Shadow Priest looks like when they're channeling. Big damage. You're just throwing DP and you're Mind Blasting, doing for procs, doing stuff, get another proc, instant cast. So you're more mobile and you're doing about the same damage. Your performance isn't worse. Single target like it. Single target does not change whatsoever. In fact, I feel like single target's pretty good. There, I think I died. There we had a bit of cleave, but like the single target boss damage is pretty good. Void Torrent, Mind Spark, Insanity. I'm casting heavy here because I'm playing a Mind Spike build, but imagine if you play like a Mind Seer build. Or Mind Flay build. I confuse Mind Seer, Mind Flay all the time. But Mind Flay is a single target one, right? Single target channel thing. So if you play the Mind Flay build, it'll probably be fine too. But like it worked out okay. I think it's this boss that was pretty good single target, yeah? Like the damage is fine. You DPs, you got Mind Blast, Void Torrent, dots are doing more damage, but they do have a talent that buffs the damage a little bit by a little bit. Mind Spike Insanity does a lot of damage. I don't think I ever almost placed Mind Spike. Usually get a Mind Spike Insanity version, which is a huge hitter. Death, procs of Death are awesome. Getting Void Torrent is fine. Mind Games is all good. Like it plays fine in single target. It really is not bad in single target. It needs to have just a little bit easier time getting people dotted in AoE, and having to hold a charge of Shadow or just hold your Shadow Crash for some packs seems kind of annoying. Like everything died, you kind of want to re-dot things, but you're still gonna die anyway. So it feels like dotting just feels like a waste because you'll dot it and will die, but you feel like you should dot it so you can get full value of your damage. Just give it a second charge of Shadow Crash and make it so that it hits everything, and soft caps and stuff I think is fine. New trinket, grinding it out for. Dude, it's so good. So this is called a Beacon of the Beyond. Briefly open a pair of gates to the void, redirecting the orbit of Anshul, the Cosmic Wanderer, through your target. Dealing a bunch of cosmic damage split amongst the enemies. Damage increase for every enemy up to 5 enemies. So this is basically a 2.3 minute Grief Torch. It's a big hit trinket. It does well in AoE, but it's really good in single target. It can do up to like what? When it hits a single mob, it can do up to... For me it says normal hits. Hold on, let me do all damage. All data. So it can do up to like 148 to multiple mobs, or like 700,000 to a single boss. It's a pretty good ability. It's a pretty good trinket. It's a mastery trinket too. So like literally everybody can use it. It's a mastery trinket. So every class will be able to get one of those. It's kind of insane. It's actually crazy. I think it's gonna be decent meta shift to season 2. I'm hoping though. I'm hoping. I'm hoping they what I'm hoping they do for season 2. Like dungeons are obviously gonna create a meta shift just because dungeons have a different environment. You're gonna have different enemies with different mechanics, and some classes are gonna be favorable. I am hoping if anything they do, they improve like what's on average the bottom classes, scale them up. I'm hoping they improve Bear Drew by a ton to really put them on top there. I'm hoping they'll improve these 3 right here, the melee down here, also Pally, I'll count them too. I'm hoping they improve these, get them up there. Don't really want to see the top get knocked down, but like move these up So that at least they're like in the BTA tier. And also what average is down here is also moved up as well. I'm hoping all of them as a group get moved up. Like I hope they do end up doing more tuning, more changes, maybe adding more talents, whatever it takes just to make it better in Mythic Pluses or in raids, right? Classes are struggling in AoE, let's buff their AoE. Classes are struggling single target, let's buff the single target. And just keep doing incremental changes here and there. It's never going to be perfect, to be fair. The meta is always going to determine some classes are S tier, some classes are F tier. Even if they are like very close to each other, but slightly different, the slight differences can be enough to make some an A tier, F tier. That being said, I just hope they continue tuning. Like classes that are struggling single target, let's buff their single target, buff a talent or two, buff anything. Struggling AoE, let's buff their AoE output some way, somehow. You know? Oh, to say Affliction Warlocks get moved up. Dude, Affliction Warlocks, dude. Okay, I got a couple of messages here. Another dungeon. I think I'm done for the night. I think we done for now. You are for joining us, fam. We will probably do more next week. You always welcome to join us, Freed Buttman or Johan, whichever one. What's up, dude? Children to 100k consider for targets how to play we build. Yeah, in 10.1 it's a thing. In 10.07, I think it'll be a little harder though. Let me show you the damage that Affliction Warlock did Kraken. This guy popped off, man. We did a pallet run just now. And he was in that group. He did really good. I'm hoping it'll be in a much better spot. It seems like during cooldowns they're cleaving. They're doing a lot of damage. I'm definitely getting Guardian set up with the best of tanks. Dude, I'm hoping Guardian will make a big comeback. I loved how Guardian was good and back in the cell with a Thrash build. And then slowly Charmin kind of slid down. But like, it feels like that over the last few patches and over the last few updates, Blizzard has really been super conscious about like class tuning, buffs and nerfs, really trying to up the classes that are better. Because like where we started at the beginning of the tier of Dragonflight, at the beginning of the season 1, some classes were really good, some classes were really bad. And that gap between good and bad shrunk. Over the last few patches, over the last few updates, over this last months of updates, that gap has shrunk. A lot more classes are viable. Are there still meta choices? Yes. Is survival still pretty bad spec considered in most cases? Yes. Can it shine? Can it do well? Can it actually get really good pushes? Also yes. So there are some classes that are still not super meta, but like for the most part, they're really shifted stuff. And a lot of classes that were not good at the very beginning really grew, really gotten much better. They've done a lot of good job, like really bringing it down to like the differences a lot smaller, and that's good to see. And hopefully we'll continue going into this new tier, right? Seasonal stuff, dungeons, new raid, new environments. Some classes are just gonna get better than others in this new environment with the new mechanics. No seasonal affix, so again, some classes are probably gonna get better because there's no seasonal affix to play around. Some classes are going to get insanely good tier, so it's going to make them better. But hopefully they'll continue like iterating so we can keep that gap between the best and worst low. So people can play the class they wanna, and they can do fairly well. Because I feel like right now any spec can do 20. All specs can get the hero achievement. Just fine. No spec is like so bad on damage. Like even in best gear that you're going to do poor damage. Even in not best gear, some classes are doing competitively good damage. But yeah, the Shadow Priest here in this run. Affliction Warlock, I mean. He did good. Look at that. That's a trash damage. He did really good in trash. He's keeping up. Look at that. Agony, Corruption, Mind Seal, but I'm them seeds, dude. He's seeding. This man is seedy. Seedy little Shadow Priest. Boss damage? I mean, I was there for that pull. So I guess, like, what can you do? Did good damage there. And then we had Boss. Also did really good. I feel like he topped me in most cases. Some trash damage I did pretty good versus him. But, like, he's popping up, man. They were doing good. They were doing good. They're doing big good. So like they're in a good spot, man. They got him a couple of buffs. I think there are some buffs. There's some recent nerfs that came to 10.07 PTR that they haven't got hit by yet. So maybe that's why they're doing so well in 10.1. But like overall, they hey, is that Sully? Hey Sully, how you doing, my guy? I like your mog. I like the little tombstone you got going on and the whole BFA look. Oh yeah. But overall they're pretty good. Let's hope they haven't forgotten about survival needs some adjustments. Yeah. They did give you guys like what? I think a couple of towns that changed, didn't they? I think the grenade build that they got for you guys, like the with this thing, not sharp edges. It is the this lunge and some of the changes they're doing for like a tier with the grenade stuff. Like that could be good. But I'm hoping they like adjust coordinate assault or just maybe like spearhead or maybe even. I think they're changing this too, so you don't need 2 points to the Ruthless Marauder anymore, right? They're just baking it into Fury of the Eagle. Or they're moving like 1 point. I think they're making it from 3 point to 2, so you get 1 point back. Or doing something else. Yeah, I'm hoping they don't forget it. I'm hoping they don't forget it entirely. Alrighty, boys. I think I'm gonna call it here. I gotta get some to eat. No stream tomorrow, by the way. Tomorrow is Monday. But I'm gonna be basically taking a bit of a break before 10:07 is here. Opening up boxes on Tuesday. Should be a lot of fun. Should spearhead to a huge axe throw in front of you, butchering enemies like Jin. I am not against that. Next spec is to rework like a paladin is survival. It has to happen. Dude, if they do a survival hunter rework, I'll be so happy. If they do a survival hunter rework, like a paladin one, I will be so happy. Because they're doing Shadow Priest right now. They did paladin. They're doing big stuff with it too. Give me that survival one, dude. Give me survival rework. I'm sure there's a lot of classes that could also probably use a rework too. But like, because I'm sure everybody has like their own subjective opinion on what class should get reworked. But I think we can all agree survival is like pretty weird. You know what I mean? We could all agree survival is pretty weird. We could all probably agree that Valley rework like generally needed to be done, and like the new gameplay choices they give them on paper are good. It just hopefully it's all tuned well. That's like the biggest thing. Like it plays really well. Like I feel like I'm just constantly able to press buttons. I'm just almost like overloaded with how many stuff I can do to generate holy power, which is a good thing. I never have any downtime, which is great. It probably is just too much. And I maybe it's just good. Bring back abilities from Legion. So Legion, it's not a bad. There's an issue with Survival in Legion. Survival in Legion was just like spinning plates. It was like a lot of different mechanics that were not interacting with each other. You had a buff here, you had a debuff here, you had a bunch of little things, and it's like spinning plates. You have to be spinning them, and they have different intervals at which they're spinning. You have to keep refreshing them at different, like, it was just a lot of management, and nothing was super cohesive together. It kind of worked, but like the final tier, I think it worked okay, and it just felt like you had a lot of abilities that just all did damage. But in terms of cohesion, there was just not a lot. I feel like some aspects of Legion wouldn't be bad. Like if maybe they added like the whole Mongoose Bite playstyle where that buffed your Fury of the Eagle. I don't think that's bad. I think honestly Mongoose Bite should be your base ability instead of Raptor Strike. Like everybody plays Mongoose Bite, but like Mongoose Bite stacks, buff the damage of Fury of the Eagle. That was a cool mechanic. I thought it was great. It turned into a single target to big AoE for like a big payoff. I think the grenade playstyle they had from like the tiers and Legion could kind of sort of return for like a Grenadier build. But like I feel like they just need to be more like the Ranger interaction definitely I think needs to be a lot better. Like the whole using all your range abilities doing more damage and maybe like make quick shot a lot more lucrative, so like it's worth combining as a combo, and now you have a kill commandy build that you can play into or something, right? Like something cool like that. I think it'd be great. It just I think like the class tree is pretty good, but like the spec tree is like not super. Like this one is like Mongoose Bite single target. This is like kind of grenades. But like I like the fact that you can use kill shot on an enemy that isn't in execute range. Like I think that's cool. Raptor Strike and Mongoose Bite should be separate abilities. Yeah, I feel like you should maybe put them as a node on the top. You choose one or the other, so you don't have to have one and place the other. Just at the top, choose which one you want, Mongoose Bite or Raptor Strike, and that can shape your build. You want to play Raptor Strike? Okay, so you play an ability that's consistently good, and you can play into other abilities, and you can play maybe Mongoose Bite and have abilities work off of your Mongoose Bite stacks. So it's a bit of a ram, but like if you can juggle the stacks, you can maybe get more value. Or if you pick a Raptor Strike, it does a lot of damage on its own. Or maybe give Raptor Strike a cleave element to it, so you can cleave to other targets. So I'm to Survival on live. It's really fun, don't get me wrong. Survival is really fun. I do think there's some aspects of it that are like weird, but it's overall a really fun spec. It doesn't have a lot of, like, depending on how you build the talents, the playstyle breaks and it doesn't really work. So you have to build it very, very specifically for it to work. But it's fun at the end of the day. Like, it's really, 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 really fun. I can't say I hate it. I like it. At the end of the day, I really do like it. So it's just the whole. What am I trying to say? It's just the whole. It just doesn't have cohesion, and I would love for it to be a little more cohesive. Like they did such a good job with Paladins. Even Shadow Priest feel pretty cohesive too. Like the change of their Mind Seer thing, which is weird, but like at least it works sorta. It just needs to be cleaned up a little bit. So like, it's not like they don't have a direction. They're not like they're just aimlessly putting abilities down. There is a flow to it. It is a different flow, and it's not perfect yet, but it can be. It could be. It has potential. They need to really keep putting in the work. Again, Pally, I feel like they did a pretty good job with Paladin though. I keep coming back to it, but I think they did a good job with it. It's in a good spot. It does pretty well. But yeah. Alrighty, boys. Actually gonna call it here. Sally, you're a beauty, my guy. Hope you have a good one. Kraken, we got ourselves Danny. Hope you're having a good one as well. Jake, Kren, everybody. Hope all of you have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Again, Monday, not gonna stream tomorrow. We're just gonna take it easy in preparation for 10:07. I'm just gonna work on a big project video and play some Diablo, have fun, just goof around, just take a proper break tomorrow. I'm mostly gonna spend tomorrow just taking a proper break, just a breather before we dive back into 10:07. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I'll see all of you Tuesday. You guys have a good one. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys had fun. I definitely want to do more of these. I want to do these on the weekends. If you guys want to join us, you're more than welcome to try characters. I'll always be there. You guys want to play DPS healer? I find I could take one of those roles or whatever. But it's fun, man. I've been having a lot of fun with you guys. PTR is popping off, man. But yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing more of these, more raid boss testing on Thursdays. I think it's gonna be busy the next 2 weeks. But I'm excited, man. The new content and the fact that it's coming out kind of soonish. I'm actually kind of happy. I'm actually really excited. All right, you guys have a good one. Alrighty, boys. Peace.
I just wish you knew.